Perfect.
Welcome to the show, everybody. We have Sharon Simon on the show. We're going to be talking about an elderly marriage. I can't even talk. Fire consumes 45,000 barrels of Jim Beam. We got Playing with Balls with J Val, crazy news. We're also going to be giving away a pair of tickets to a comedy show. Keep it locked right here on the Epic Radio Show.
It's showtime! It's showtime! It's showtime! It's showtime!
It's showtime!
It's showtime!
Welcome to the Epic Radio Show. I am your host, Epic. We have Chris Kettler in the studio.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
And then we have the one they call Jay Val.
What's up?
Actually, do me a favor, Jay, and scoot over slightly to the right. There you go.
All right. What's up?
Yeah. We've got a great show for you today, like I said before. Just give me 1 second. I was expecting another co-host, but didn't look like that worked out. So,
what happened?
I don't know.
They died.
Yeah.
Yeah, they.
Inside for not being on the show.
Their soul was sucked from their body.
That's right.
Because that's what happens when you get...
When you do the epic show wrong, man. That's right.
The Epic Radio Show, your soul gets sucked from you.
That's right. That's right.
You become one within the walls.
What kind of walls, Jay?
Padded walls and Jace.
Vaginal walls?
Vaginal walls.
All right. So anyways, I wanted to start off the show by just trying to find out what everybody was doing on the 4th. What did you do, Chris?
I was actually home and in bed, I think, before fireworks started.
Really?
Oh, man.
What about you, Jay?
I partied.
That's old man syndrome right
Yeah,
there.
I partied with a bunch of old people, my parents and my aunts and uncles, man.
Wheelchairs and walkers and shit.
Yeah, it was a hell of a good time. Pass around the Geritol.
I did absolutely nothing for 4th of July. I had a work review.
Yeah.
And that was about it.
How did that go?
That went pretty well, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, I'm happy.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I actually added a couple fans to the studio. I'm sure you can't hear it because I fixed it, but yeah, it feels nice in here
Feels
now.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
normally it's like 110 degrees.
Yeah, it's not
like
too
it's
bad.
literal hell in here. And
Jay,
that
you're
would
not
make me the
sweating.
devil, you know.
Yeah,
But
I'm trying to turn this one
but I'm
on.
also
I just-
God too because I said let there be air.
I can't find the on button. to
I
this
don't know.
thing.
It's in the back, dude.
Is it?
It's in the back of the fan. There's a little switch. There you go.
Yep, there we go. Oh my gosh, it's heaven.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah,
And now, you know, when you're bad, I'll just unplug it.
we had some
Sweat you out.
we had some issues the other times that my mom was watching the show and she's like, why the hell, she called me like after one of the shows and was like, why the hell are you sweating so much? I'm like, dude, it's hot in the booth.
Hell yeah.
So this is a relief though, because it feels really good actually now.
Yeah,
Definitely. It feels a lot better.
we're rocking it.
Funny little story though. Well, first before I get into that, my 4th we spent with the little ones.
Yeah. So how?
We end up going to Applebee's because I guess kids eat free on the 4th.
That's awesome. I love their wonton tacos, man.
Yeah.
So amazing.
What I think I end up getting some of their boneless wings, which are pretty good.
Yeah, they're good. Yeah.
And I got the taco. There was like not the wonton tacos, but there was a nacho with like cheese and
Oh, okay, got you. You got
ground
the,
meat and
yeah,
stuff.
Yeah. You got the nachos with they come with like the jalapenos or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
And then
that's pretty good too.
she got that too, the boneless wings, and then I got an alcoholic drink. It was pretty cool because it was like
I
like
got
a
an
slushy,
alcohol drink.
but it was like red, white, and blue.
Yeah. Oh,
I think it's
okay.
called like a mucho americana or some
okay,
shit like
that's
that. So
Isn't it funny? It's an
it's American drink, but it has mucho.
Mexican,
So
Mexican
stupid.
name.
So, anyways, like, do you know them popsicles that are called? I think they're called firecrackers.
Bomb pops.
Bomb pops. That's what I
Yeah.
remember them. Yeah.
Listen
That's
to
what
me.
it tasted like.
I am addicted to bomb pops.
Yeah,
I have like 3 boxes in my freezer. No lie.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love bomb pops, so I probably would have like been addicted to that.
it was pretty good, man. I mean, towards the end though, like, see, all the alcohol settles on the bottom of it.
So then it got strong.
Yeah, so at the end of it got really strong. But at first it was pretty good, man.
Yeah, I love bomb pops.
I mean, I don't mind vodka anyway, so
Who does?
yeah. So
Right? Who doesn't mind?
Hey,
a little
Epic,
bit of alcohol?
Allison
Yes.
commented about what she did on the 4th.
Okay.
She drank.
yeah.
And then she pulled up, oh, geez, here it does it to me. She pulled up tack strips for carpeting.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Nice.
And grilled out and watched fireworks at Lowe's Field.
That's pretty sweet. That sounds like a good 4th. At the end of the night, I played video games for a little bit. Then at the end of the night, we watched fireworks outside the house because like literally every neighbor on the street had fireworks.
Yeah, fireworks going on.
So and they were pretty good, man. Yeah. Brought Ryan out there. It was about 9, 10 o'clock. He was scared of the noise though. Yeah, he got a little scared. Yeah, kids and dogs do not like fireworks.
Yeah. Oh man, dogs go crazy with the fireworks. Yeah. They hear them and they're just like,
or they just like shiver
and hide under
or pee on themselves.
Yeah.
Or they start biting their owners.
My old dog Petey, she used to be she was a pit bull.
Was she?
And she was so scared of fireworks. I felt so bad. She'd climb up next to me and just bury her head in between me and the couch.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I remember her. She was a good dog.
Yeah.
Petey, huh?
Yeah.
I had a Petey. Damn good dog.
Yeah, Petey was a girl. Yep.
Petey was a girl. Yeah,
she was named after our boy Joe's uncle. He passed away.
Yeah.
Right, wow.
It was his dog too, and her name was Petey. He named a female dog Petey.
So a female dog named Petey. Female dog named Petey.
Yep. What? Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think it's a common name for a pit bull, though.
Yeah, well, Allison
she was pretty though. She was a pretty dog.
Allison did some drinking, but you know who's not going to be doing a lot of drinking? People in Kentucky.
Oh, why? What happened?
45,000 barrels of Jim Beam bourbon.
Oh no!
Burned in a blaze in Kentucky warehouse.
Burned in a blaze.
In a blaze.
Oh man.
Alcohol abuse, right?
Yeah. So, and basically, what happened was they think it was lightning that struck the plant.
Oh no.
But they didn't. The fire department just let it burn.
Wow. They didn't even try to save it.
No, they couldn't because of all the ethanol and everything in it. There was a nearby stream, so they didn't want to contaminate the stream, so they let it burn. So it burned for like I think it was like 28 straight hours.
Wow.
Burn, baby, burn.
Yep. 45,000 drums.
That's crazy.
In fire.
That is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess ain't nobody getting no Jim Beam anytime soon.
Yep. And this is an actual picture of the people mourning in Kentucky. At least one person.
I can't see it. He's probably like, shit.
I thought he was going through alcohol withdrawals.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm sober for the first time.
Yeah.
My Jim Beam is gone. We get that shit for $1 a bottle here.
Man, talk about alcohol abuse.
Yeah. What a waste of perfectly good barrels.
I know, man. Now, the only barrels that are acceptable to be destroyed are the ones that Donkey Kong throws.
There you go. Saving Princess P, right?
Yeah.
Now, Larry
Princess P?
Isn't that who it is? Princess
Peach.
Peach? Is it?
Not P. Well, she's just going around urinating and everything.
On barrels.
Like, she's in another castle because she kept pissing on the floor.
She's like, hi, I'm Princess Peach.
That's the dark Mario brother.
Yeah.
What kind of Mario Brothers are you watching, dude?
It's the dark web.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Jeez,
Princess Peach is just going at it with Mario.
I guarantee there's a Pornhub video
There probably
like that.
is.
Yeah.
If not, there will be now.
It's probably Princess Peach and Yoshi going at it.
Oh yeah. Hey, them Japanese, man, they really like their porn and they make it weird, don't they?
They do. Listen,
Don't they blur out though all the male?
You know, there's My Little Porny.
My Little Porny.
I can't even say it right.
No, you said it absolutely
My
correct.
Little Pony porn. Try saying that 7 times fast.
Jay, you have too much spare time.
Or like you said, My Little Porny porn.
My Little Porny porn. Pornhub, motherfucker. This show is brought to you by.
Yeah, I know. I'm surprised we haven't done that yet.
That might be our sponsor. There you go.
Our sponsors are going to be like beer, porn websites,
no shit,
and just various other sketchy websites that'll give you a virus when you click on it.
So as soon as you watch the show, you better wear protection because as soon as you watch the show, you're fucked.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh man. Well, we have Sharon Simon coming on the show soon. But before we bring her on, I want to make sure that you follow us on social medias. Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, even though we don't have anything on there anymore.
Boo.
I think even Snapchat. Check out our website, theepicradioshow.com. We have merch for sale. The $12.50 per shirt is only going to last for a little bit.
So get them now.
So get them now, for sure.
Get them now. Epic t-shirts.
We have the $5 handy shirts. We have the Epic logo tee. There's some hoodies. You know, I hate to say it, but it's already halfway through summer already.
Blah, blah, blah.
You know, so you might want to get you a couple of hoodies, a couple hats. I'm going to actually get a snapback hat here soon.
You know what? It's a great holiday gift idea, and it is Christmas in July season, so get that Christmas shopping started.
Once we start selling enough of the merch, I'm actually going to implement a rewards program too. So
for free gas? Are you pumping my gas after the show?
No, but you can get free merchandise.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but I can't afford to do it right now because nobody's buying the fucking shirts. But it is a good deal.
Buy a shirt.
You know, what's the next holiday coming up?
Labor Day? Is that right?
As long as it wasn't Yukon Jack. Okay.
Enough of the merch.
God damn it, I just ended the watch party by accident.
Might be a good time for a commercial break.
I don't know. Because I didn't mean to...
Can you start it back up?
No, it's fine. It should be fine. It should be up. I just don't know how the fuck I did that. Oh, Jesus Christ.
You can always blame it on the new guy. Let's blame it on the person who was last in the room. That's what we can do.
Just blame it on Jay. Yeah. Everything is blamed on me. I take full responsibility.
God damn it. Hold on 1 second.
He pushed the right button, though, that time. That was very good,
Jesus
Jay.
Christ, man.
I'm getting the hang of this.
Hold on 1 second. I think I just ended the fucking video. Of course I did, right?
Of course. So, you know, let's talk about something, Jay. What do you want to chat about?
Hold on 1 second.
Hey, you know what? I got hooked up. I had an accident on my way to work here, or on my way here today, Jay. Did I tell you about that?
Did you? What the hell happened?
So the McDonald's down the road, it's my routine. I stop. I grab a cup of coffee. You try to get your Egg McMuffin and... Yeah, getting a little muffin and coffee at the McDonald's. Have you ever been to that McDonald's down there?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, don't go. But there's only there's a road to get out of the parking lot, but it's not an out. It's an in only.
So it's not an outie belly button. It's an innie only.
Yeah, it's an innie only into the parking lot of McDonald's. And for the last how many weeks I've been coming up here, I always go out that way. And when I get there, I'm like, oh crap. I'm gonna go back. No, next time. I'll just do it next time. So today, I went out that way, and I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'm going to turn around. I'm going to go back. So I go to put the car in reverse after checking and looking.
Yeah.
And I hit something. And it was in my friggin' blind spot. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah. Well, we're good. We're still live on Facebook. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck I did, though. Whatever. My fingers slipped as I was like, these phones, man. I'm telling you.
A slip of the finger.
Have you ever like just
ever?
So yeah, like, I've done that before. Slip of the finger.
I don't know what it is, but this phone's particularly heavy. So like when I'm holding it a certain way.
What kind of phone is it?
S9.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
You know, but like for some reason, like normally I can just hold a phone up, right, and like do whatever. But there's sometimes where this will just start kind of flipping up on me.
Oh.
And like I'll accidentally tap something, you know what I mean? That's what happened that time.
Well, dude, the phones are like getting on my damn nerves nowadays, man. my phone has like 50 freaking updates.
Yeah.
All the time. And
I never get any updates.
Jesus, my phone updates every fucking week, and then it updates and something goes wrong with my phone every time. Like it's like dude, I want to factory reset my phone and just ignore the updates and just keep it how I got the phone because it's horrible.
Yeah.
There's like little things that go, like I'll be texting and I don't know, it'll like freaking, I take my phone and I'm like texting and then I'll like move it down and all of a sudden it'll call that person that I'm like, how the fuck? Like I didn't even press the call. Like I'm like texting like I get my boss texting me about something and I'm like texting him and I'm in the middle of work. So I like move my phone down and then all of a sudden the motion of the whatever, it starts dialing him. And then I got my earbuds in. So all of a sudden I'm on the phone with him. He's like, what do you want, man? I was just texting you. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, I didn't mean to call you. It's like weird, man.
You know why your phone's probably doing that, Jay?
Why?
You're watching too much Pornhub on it. And
You know
it's just
what?
fucked it all up, man.
It is, man.
There's a perfect shirt that I'm gonna put on there. Hashtag always blame Jay.
Hey, there you go. Blame Jay for everything.
That's somebody I don't remember who.
Ashley wrote
Ashley wrote that. Yeah, okay.
Always blame Jay. That
Yeah,
is,
that's funny.
yeah. Someone just shoot me now.
God. Okay, Tokar. Jesus.
He's earning his keep today,
Yeah, no.
man.
That
Pushing
was
buttons.
that
Look
was
at that.
the crappiest
It
gun
was,
sound I've
it
ever
was.
heard in my life.
It sounded like just a drum. Or
It was
something.
like,
Yeah.
like we were in fucking the 80s with a rock concert.
All right. But anyways, we're gonna go on break, and then when we get back, we'll have Sharon Simon on the show.
This is
So
good.
keep it locked right here
Yeah.
on the Epic Radio Show.
Access granted.
There you go. right, we are back. On the line, we have Sharon Simon. Just give me 1 second, though. I swear the stuff is acting up today. Okay, here we go. Okay. So coming out of New York, we have Sharon Simon. She is a comedian and activist. Hello, Sharon.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, it's no problem. Sorry about that. Like, we're dealing with some new technology on the show that I've been struggling with the last couple weeks because everything's separate and not together. It's so weird. But anyways, so I wanted to get into so the first things first. You started pretty young, didn't you?
Yes, I've been entertaining since I was about 7 years old.
And how did you get your start?
I would even go back. My sister was in dance school when she was a little girl, and as a baby, I couldn't sit still. I would get up and I would try to dance. So my mom put me in dance classes very, very young. My dance teacher thought I was talented, so she put my mother in touch with an agent, and I started auditioning at about 8 years old.
Okay.
And by 9 years old, I was on Saturday Night Live.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And so what did you do on Saturday Night Live?
I was in a sketch with Mary Gross that was supposedly in front of the Christmas tree at Rockefeller Center, but it really wasn't. It was another little tree because there's too many people around Rockefeller Center. But that's, TV magic.
Yeah. Awesome. And so what, could you talk a little bit more about the sketch and how that worked?
So this particular sketch was basically about a bunch of kids who were over Christmas because we were jaded New Yorkers.
Yeah.
So that was this particular sketch, but I got to go to the studio and I got to meet a lot of people, including Bill Murray, who I didn't know who he was, but all the other people were excited to meet him. But we didn't have cable. I barely watched TV, so I had no idea. I was definitely the dorky kid of everybody there.
So you were 9 years old and you meet Bill Murray. Did he talk to you? What did he say?
Yeah, he was really friendly to all of us, but I had no idea why it was important to meet him.
Well, he was actually on SNL at the time, correct?
Ghostbusters.
Correct, but I was such a self-involved kid that even though I had seen Saturday Night Live, I had no idea.
Gotcha. And you also met Eddie Murphy, correct?
Correct. Again, no idea who he was.
So you meet these iconic comedians. You got Ghostbusters, you have Beverly Hills Cop,
yeah.
And you're just whatever. It's just another dude to me, It's
Eddie Murphy
stop talking to me, creepers.
Eddie Murphy even had that hit. My girl likes to party all the time, party all the time, party all the time.
I think he probably still has nightmares over the fact that he recorded that song.
I don't know, man. That was a good song.
Yeah, that was with Rick James. Rick James
that was with Eddie Murphy. He's got a song with Michael Jackson.
Eddie Murphy did a song with Michael Jackson?
Huh? I just said that,
yes.
Dude, I just said the same thing you did.
You did?
Yes.
Hysterical.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, dude, I swear to God. Is my mic on?
Yeah, well, I told you, new technology, we can't hear.
Yeah, dude, both of us just said
we said
he
that
has a song with Michael Jackson at the same time.
That's hilarious.
I mean, they both
you owe
have
me a Coke.
Sketchy histories, and that's
just... I know, right?
I still love
Michael.
Especially
his outlook on the gays back in the day.
God.
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
Oh man.
He attacked Will Smith for kissing Philip Seymour Hoffman in a movie. Attacked him. Meanwhile, he's sleeping with transgendered prostitutes everywhere.
I know.
But how dare you record Philip Seymour Hoffman?
I know. I don't get it. I know. It's so funny.
Eddie Murphy was off. Eddie Murphy, you're off the chain.
But let's get back to you a little bit. So you did that whole thing with Saturday Night Live, and that was a big thing to have under your belt. But so what happened after that?
All downhill, just downhill. Yeah.
Completely fizzled out,
Really, really quick.
Yeah.
I mean, everywhere I go, everyone wants to talk about that credit. I have years of comedic experience, years of hard work on the road. Nobody cares.
No, we care. That's why you're on the show. That's not the only reason. I didn't even, you know, what's funny is I couldn't even pull up any footage of you being on Saturday Night Live because I couldn't find like the specific episode or anything.
It's there. It's there. I actually, my husband found it before our second date, which is why I slept with him so fast. Like, it's really hard to find, but it's there. You can find it.
Okay. Well, I didn't
that's
ask
all
you
it
either.
takes?
I didn't ask you to let me know what episode. I was gonna do that as kind of like a surprise thing, but I couldn't do it. So it's fine. So since then you've been a stand-up comedian, and like do you think that experience is what kind of drove you to become a stand-up comedian? Like
No, actually 9/11 did. I had given up on entertainment entirely and I was going back to school for business and trying to learn Spanish, which I'm still trying to learn after all these years and still can't. But I had given up on entertainment completely, and then 9/11 happened, and I thought about all those people who died at work. Like you know, that they were at work, and probably most of them were, a good amount of them were making a lot of money, but a good amount of the people who died that day had really crappy jobs, and that nothing was worth that. And I thought about everything that had led up to where I was.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I'm going to try stand-up comedy. I tried it once at a show. I drank too much and I was terrible, but my mom pushed me to give it another try. I did, and that was it.
So did you bomb the first time?
Bomb's not even the word. I was wasted. I rambled through all my words. I don't think anybody understood a word I said. So and I lied. I told them I had done it before.
Oh,
they believed me.
Okay.
That's probably worse than bombing. Looking back, now, right?
Yeah. The whole thing. It doesn't matter now because the second time I did it right. The second time I went to an open mic.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was sober, and I realized I was able to do crowd work.
Okay.
That's funny. We always talk about the people who get inebriated by some sort or not before, you know, they go on stage. There's people who believe that's the answer, and there's other people who believe, you know, and I tend to agree with you. You know, you cheat your audience if you're getting wasted before you go on stage.
Well, another thing too, you know, this happens in all different entertainment scopes, I guess you want to say, because I was a musician for a long time. And Jay knows that how many times did we pregame before a show and then get up on stage and be completely hammered and dumbfounded.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like it was so stupid. I remember this one time, a guy that was in our group at the time, he was so messed up he actually fell off the stage and we had to finish the rest of the song like without him.
So Jim Morrison.
Right.
He's so professional.
Let's not out him.
You have to be a real I happen to be lucky to see the Smashing Pumpkins reunion concert.
Yeah.
And they had all these superstars on stage with them. Courtney Love got on stage. She was obviously wasted. She gets a pass.
Courtney Love, Courtney Love.
You just expect it.
She has to. That's expected with Courtney Love.
If she was sober, people wouldn't even want to see her.
Yeah, you're like, this chick is obliterated.
Because you buy the ticket to see the train wreck at that point.
Yeah, and
I wouldn't have recognized her otherwise.
No, it's like, who's this chick?
Out,
yeah.
negligee, tiara. Wasted, makeup down her face, and she was great.
Yeah,
you know who?
Now, if she would have showed up in like a button down and stuff and did all that
Boys all
sober, people would be like, "Who the fuck is this chick?" You know?
Sharon, she opened for the Smashing Pumpkins.
That's crazy.
It was like a big anniversary concert with guests.
Oh,
she didn't open for them. Like she was there. Joy Division was there as well.
Oh, okay.
Wow, some great bands.
Yeah.
Smashing Pumpkins do what is that? 1969 was that?
No, it wasn't 69. It was 73, I believe.
Yeah, 19 whatever it was.
Yeah,
you know what I meant.
Yeah, you just have 69 on the mind. That's all it is.
Always.
Yeah.
I was born in the 80s, damn it.
Oh my god. So, moving on with that whole thing we were just talking about. You're actually you're an avid animal rights activist.
Yes.
I love dogs.
Is that the only animal you like?
Dogs don't,
Well, cats are cool. Cats are stuck up though.
If aliens came to our planet, they would think dogs are our leaders. We love dogs.
Yes, exactly.
Anything else?
Because you see these beautiful animals like leading us on, like they're like leading the way as we have them on a leash.
And then we pick up their poop.
Yeah, and we pick up their poop. Yeah, so they're like, the aliens would be like, oh, these guys, these are the leaders of the world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because why are these humans picking up their shit?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd love to join you at the concert, but I can't because I got to go home to my dog. I'd
Yeah.
love to go on vacation. I have to find people to care for my
Yeah,
dog.
exactly. I gotta find a
What kind of dog do you
babysitter
have?
for my dog.
I don't have a dog.
Oh, you don't.
I have a parrot.
She doesn't even have a dog.
You have a parrot?
Yeah.
She has a
Oh my
parrot.
god! Did
She
you
said
get it
she
to say
loves-
like
oh
some
my
weird
God.
shit?
I can't control what she says. She says what she wants. She says, "Hi, be good bird, give me snuggles." She's very
Snuggles.
cute.
Does
Must be
she
a
bite
female
you?
bird.
Yeah.
Does she
Says
bite
what
you
she
when you
wants.
snuggle
Yeah.
her?
What's that?
I
Yeah,
was
she likes to be pet.
I was asking her
She'll say, "Give me."
Oh, okay.
if she gets like nibbled on or bit when she tries to snuggle the bird.
Oh yeah, I have scars all over me. Yeah.
Oh yeah, damn.
That's
That's
funny.
a
But
vicious
you
creature.
know, have to handle her in a certain way, and then you're safe. But yeah, she bites. She's a parrot. They love to bite. That's what they do.
That's
Yeah.
what they do.
When do you?
They're
When did you
campy.
start getting into the activist side of animal loving?
So
I guess.
this is something that's going to throw you way back. You may not even remember. There used to be this show on TV called L.A. Law.
Yes. I know.
Remember?
Yep. Mhm.
So there was an episode of L.A. Law. My friend and I were in school, and we were watching it together. And there was this scene where they showed a tiger stalking and killing a rabbit, and they'd never seen it. My friend and I had never seen it, and we were both really freaked out by it. We both decided that we were going to be vegetarians. She ate meat by the afternoon, and with me it just stuck.
Okay.
And I haven't eaten meat in a very long time. I started being vegetarian at 16. I've been vegan for over 10 years. But my husband came home from the 4th of July with eggs from a pet chicken. From
Okay.
a very happy pet chicken, and I ate that yesterday.
How was that?
It was delicious, but I'm not quite right. yeah. And it's a very weird thing. I haven't had an animal product in probably 2 decades. So my first bite, it was like, this tastes weird, and then I couldn't stop eating it.
Yeah.
It like
That's what
it's
meat
like
does to you.
And yeah, it's egg salad. It's just with lots of dill, and it's amazing. But I don't know that my body likes it.
So did you have to give yourself like lashings and stuff like the Catholics, after?
Well, a lot
Forgive
of
me
vegans
for-
consider
Yeah.
what I did
Repent.
wrong, but these are pet chickens. They're happy, lucky chickens, and the eggs would be there anyway. So I feel like we might as well eat them and waste them.
Sharon, they're happy and lucky, and you're eating their offspring.
Yeah, so what's not bad about that? You carnivore.
And they're your pets. You know, it sounds like a Chinese thing almost, like raising cats and breeding cats just to
Oh
put
my
them in.
Hey, don't worry.
No, enjoy the egg salad. Egg salad
Wait,
rocks,
are you
though,
talking
man.
about like, are you talking about like Chinese
talking about
restaurants?
being a
Yeah, Chinese
carnivore,
restaurants,
bro.
so they have cats. They have like these places where they
Talking about
raise
eating
cats.
offspring of
Yes, just so they can
Yeah.
harvest the cats to put it into the Chinese food.
But she loves
they don't
animals.
use,
I don't think that's
So she
true.
contradicts herself.
Yeah, they don't use like alley cats. They use like farm raised cats.
Yeah, they raise their cats. They eat. This is like the thing that.
No, hold up.
In
hold
other
up.
countries,
You talk-
they raise cats and dogs for food. The way
Horses?
we raise
Oh, that's disgusting.
Well, they do because that's
chickens and pigs.
well
And
because
horses?
the reason why is because they have such a huge population. They have to eat something. You know what I mean?
That's fucking
Because
gross,
they don't have enough. No, seriously, they don't have enough
Yeah, but I
cows
cannot
and
see
chickens
myself
and
eating a
pigs to
cat
feed
or
everybody.
dog.
So
That's-
So
they
like-
Oh
moved
my god,
down
I
to
see. I see
So in China, the
Chinese,
bunny
Asian
ranch is a
restaurants,
completely
like, videos
different
of them,
thing. You see?
Like
Yeah,
skinning
exactly.
In that
rats.
scenario, would any of you eat a dog or a cat?
Depends how it's cooked.
Anything with orange
human
chicken sauce on it would be great.
Spicy orange.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
A little bit of soy sauce.
You put that
sounds like a challenge here.
My
you put
tummy.
that sounds like a sour sauce on anything. I'm eating whatever the hell's on that. Whatever you can use sweet and sour sauce. I'm eating whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Challenge next Sunday. We're bringing
alligator's asshole. Soy
Yeah.
sauce and shit. Yeah.
Bring that rattlesnake in here.
I had alligator recently.
You
it was
did.
actually
You
good.
did.
Yes.
You were in New Orleans.
When I was
right?
in New Orleans. Yeah.
Oh my
You're
god.
eating some tail.
Tastes
Told
like
me-
a combination between chicken and pork.
Yeah, he told me that, and I
Yeah.
about threw up in my mouth.
Yeah, everything. All you meat eaters, it always comes down to taste like chicken. Right?
Hey,
Well,
listen.
it does though. It's like it's not quite the same texture as chicken. That's why I said it's like a combination between pork and chicken.
Mhm.
But if cooked right,
not
it's
bad,
very
right?
good though. It's very good.
Well, a lot of those people down south do eat alligator. They eat
Yeah.
alligator, crawfish, all that
Mhm.
stuff. I will tell you the nastiest shit I tried
What's that?
when I was down south. It was a sandwich I had. It was damn, I want to say it was a crab. It was a shit. What was it? Man? I don't remember what it was called.
So great. I love
Yeah.
how well you remember it.
No,
I know.
listen. It was a sandwich, but it was like it was like crab,
Okay.
but it was before the stage where the crab's shell
Soft
hardens.
shell crab.
What? Soft shell crab.
Soft
Yes.
shell, Maryland soft shell crab.
Oh,
sandwich,
that was
yeah.
disgusting.
No, that's good shit,
No,
man.
hell no, it wasn't.
Good shit, Jay.
I do not like the.
You're
I
missing
do not
out,
like
man.
the
thought
soft
you just
shell
said you
on it.
liked
No
it.
way. That shit. It was like getting caught in my throat and shit. I was like,
I
no
could
way.
have swore he just said, "Oh, the best thing I ever had was."
No, you're saying
and
the worst.
No,
Oh,
the worst thing.
Okay.
Well,
Yes,
Jay,
yes, the
you should
worst
just
thing.
put some of that Chinese sweet and sour sauce on there.
And it would've been
the
great.
shit out of it.
Yeah.
No way.
Like,
That
tastes
soft
like
shell
chicken.
crab was. It has this like.
I don't think that sweet and sour sauce meant to go with fish. I haven't had any
that
of that
shit
stuff
was
at all.
No.
gross.
Yeah. You don't. So you don't eat fish either.
I don't eat any animal products at all except for those eggs that I ate the other day. That's it. Everything else has been for years and years and years. No, all plant-based.
So I have a question about that. Okay. So
Sure.
now,
You
do
get
you
your
think
protein.
that these like veggie burgers and stuff are 100% veggie?
Yes, they are. They are.
How do they make that? That's weird. How do they make it look and taste like burgers? So
There's different kinds. The Impossible Burger has a lot of odd things in it. Has something called heme that they created to make it bind like meat, and it
Soybeans and
uses
shit.
the Beyond Burger uses pea protein, so that
Wow.
then something in that's red that bleeds like meat. But if you want to eat healthy, you wouldn't even eat that stuff. You'd eat more like bean burgers or veggie burgers that are more vegetable tasting. But I'm sure there's no meat in any of that stuff because I believe very strongly in promoting animal rights and promoting animal
Yeah.
welfare, but I also believe in the fact that we as people have rights to choose and rights to make decisions. But a lot of the vegans out there are really militant, really aggressive. And there's no way there would be meat in that stuff. There would be hell to raise if there was.
Yeah.
so when you're an activist, do you activate by yourself or do you actually have a group? Or
I'm in a couple of groups, but I don't really like other vegans. I find the majority of them to be really like aggressive toward people. So just by eating the way I eat, it gives me an opportunity to talk about it a little more. And if you see me, most people think I'm significantly younger than I am, and that is in large part for the fact that I haven't eaten meat in 20 years.
Gotcha. Yeah. As you can see, I'm pretty plump from eating meat. I probably should eat.
We gotta go out. We
Yeah.
gotta go to TGI Fridays and get a couple of Beyond Burgers, and you'll see what you think.
Oh yeah, definitely.
When I'm in
Definitely.
Ohio next, that's what we have to do.
Exactly. We should do that. That'd be
And
great.
she will be coming
Yes.
back to Ohio, I can tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of that, so you got some shows lined up.
Yes, I have lots of shows in July.
Okay.
Next Wednesday, you can catch me at Greenwich Village Comedy Club. The 17th, that's the following Wednesday, I will be at Stand Up New York, as well as at the Overlook for Fantastically Funny Females. But the show I really want to promote is my Simon Says Laugh show, which is the final Monday in the month.
Okay.
That's Monday the 29th at West Side Comedy Club. We always have a rock star show. I've had Tracy Gold on my show in the past.
Okay.
Bob DeBono, he was playing Donald Trump on Murphy Brown for a while.
Awesome.
So, and if people follow me and they want to go to that show, all they have to do is let me know. I'll put them on the guest list, and there'll be no admission fee.
That's awesome. And how could they find you on the social medias?
Right now, you can find me at Simon Says Laugh on Twitter and on Facebook, but I couldn't get that on. I could not get that on Instagram. So it's Sharon, the letter J, Simon. But I'm thinking of changing it to Simon Says Laugh, but instead of S is the money sign.
Gotcha.
I think I'm going to settle on that. But right now, if you want to find me, you just put in Sharon Simon. I'll come right up. You can stick that J in the middle. It'll come up quicker.
Cool. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for spending a little time with us on the show. We definitely enjoyed
Thank you for having
the
me.
stories. Yeah. And if somebody wanted to know more information, if they decided to look into more of what your causes are, is there a way to do that?
Just follow me. I post little things about that very, very gently, or they can look into, just Google the word gentle vegan, and you'll get more information on why we're doing what we're doing and some of the health behind it and why to avoid some of the more genetically processed stuff that's out there.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. We're going to go on.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's no problem at all. So we're going to go on break. When we get back, we're going to be giving away some tickets to a comedy show and getting to work with David Frank. So keep it locked right here on the Epic Radio Show.
Sharon, killer stuff.
Thank you so much.
This was awesome.
No problem. So watch it online. We got a lot of good hits last week. I think we put 1,000. So, you know, yeah, not that good. So hopefully we'll do it well again. Stuff like that.
That was Sharon Simon. That was a great interview, guys.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
definitely.
Sharon's incredibly funny. If you're in the New York, New Jersey area, check her out.
Wasn't she? Is she coming to Ohio soon?
She was here back in the early spring, and the Funny Noise production team's going to be bringing her back in the fall sometime again.
Awesome.
She is hilarious. Yeah,
she sounds really funny.
Yeah,
I mean,
she was. Yeah,
yeah. She'll probably do our Akron room, Jilly's music room.
I said she sounds really funny. That's not what I meant.
Yeah, I mean, like,
yeah, she seems really
sounds
funny.
like she has a good personality.
Yes.
Sounds
really funny.
She's
amazing.
She's a big sci-fi geek, man. If you ask her stuff, man, she gets into the sci-fi. It's really cool.
Gotcha.
So she's into sci-fi. What kind of sci-fi?
Like classic stuff.
Oh, I forgot to ask her that.
What kind of classic stuff?
That'll be for next time.
Ask her Star Wars or Star Trek. Right?
Oh,
I remember we had the Star Trek thing. We had the big Star Trek talk. If she's still listening, comment, Sharon, on Star Trek or Star Wars.
Hey, hold on, let me see if I can do it.
I think you're throwing up gang signs.
Gang signs. Yo, West Side.
He looks like is
this one of the symbols for Star Wars or Star Trek?
I think that's West Side.
I think that's a sleeve stack.
I know, but I was
sign.
doing this before, like Klingon.
Yeah, that's
Klingon, right? Nah.
You don't know what a sleeve stack is.
I want to say that's Vulcan.
Oh, it might be. Yeah, you might be right.
That's Vulcan. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm a nerd, so I know that kind of stuff. Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of a nerd. I'm half nerd. I'm half like macho man and half nerd. So, like
macho man. You really said that?
Yeah.
That's a merd.
Yes, brother. Snap into a Slim Jim.
He's a merd.
Jesus Christ.
Macho nerd.
Yep.
Well, it's time to win some free comedy tickets. All you have to do is comment your favorite comedian below, and you can win 2 tickets. We do a random drawing. So everyone that comments, all they have to do is just put their name in, or just comment their favorite comedian. We put their name in a hat, and we literally draw a fucking name out of a hat. And then we contact you.
It's my hat.
Within 48 hours of doing that. Last week we didn't have any winners because we didn't have a lot of comments last week. We got a lot of views, but not a lot of comments.
No comments. Do you guys not want to go to free shit? I mean, who doesn't like free shit?
And you get to laugh.
Yes.
And it's a super cool place, man. I'm telling you.
And they serve food,
you know what it is, man.
Do they serve food there?
Yeah,
Yes.
You know what? The food is cool because it's all locally sourced and organic and stuff like that. They've got some killer stuff. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Great brunch, on Saturdays and Sundays. It's out of this world.
Listen.
I mean, it's in Akron, but shit, Akron's not that far away.
People just want to sit at home and do nothing nowadays. Like, they don't want to go out anywhere.
This is true.
But if you are sitting at home doing nothing, at least pick up your phone, your tablet, and watch the Epic Radio Show.
Well, they do that. They do that at least.
They do that, but they don't want to go to free shit.
No. And it makes Chris Kettler cry a little inside when you don't take his free tickets.
Does. Like, geez, you
get all choked up.
We're giving you guys free tickets.
I know, and he does not have to do this. Let me tell you.
Yeah, no duh.
I mean, shit, he's giving up his profit for you, motherfuckers.
He's like, here's some free shit to come in here and
just throwing more money out the door.
You know what that just says? That says that you just hate babies.
Yeah,
it does.
When you deny free comedy tickets,
that's right.
Yes.
You are a baby hater.
And
you're a baby hater. You're a baby hater.
And that makes me just want to feel like I should just go over to their house and like do something like piss in their pool or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or teepee their trees. But nowadays people don't have trees in their front yard.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, at least they still have TP.
So bushes. We can TP their front porch.
Yeah, there we go.
I'd give up trees.
Or ding dong ditch. We found a video.
Put some poop in a bag.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Remember that one, Jay? That was a good one.
Put it right on
Poop in
the
a bag.
porch.
Yeah, you set it on fire then?
Poop in the bag.
You set it on fire and they go
out. Yep, and then they come out trying to stomp it out and they're like, oh, what the hell is this shit? Oh,
that's some old school
stinky motherfucker.
Yeah. And we'll all shit in there after we eat a bunch of Mexican food.
We'll go eat Taco Bell. We go eat Taco Bell. You guys are fucked. We're gonna poop in that bag, and it's gonna be all runny.
Yeah.
Just
Diarrhea grande.
gooey. It's yeah, diarrhea grande.
It's burning and just spreading across the patio.
You smell it as soon as you open the
If
front
you
door.
smell but the Epic Radio Show's cooking.
Cooking bags of shit on front porches of homes near you.
Yeah. Brought to you by Brown Bags.
Another sponsor.
Another sponsor.
It's coming to a porch near you.
Jeez. Oh man. We need to get David on the line so we can get to work.
We got to get to work because we're clowning around too much. We're all playing hooky from work, by the way, so David's going to be pissed.
What do you mean we're playing hooky from work?
No, I'm just joking.
I haven't worked in 4 or 5 days.
We're putting shit in bags and putting it on porches. So, like, we're playing hooky from work.
Gotcha.
Doing clowny shit. So David's going to be like, yo, get to work.
Ashley's trying to eat shrimp. She says, ooh, stop. That's gross.
Yeah.
I think you should bring us some shrimp, Ashley.
Shrimp?
Absolutely.
Shrimp.
Man, girl, you got shrimp and you ain't sharing.
At 11:40 in the morning.
Bubba Gump wants to own the shrimp.
She should have married Bubba.
Bubba Gump.
Get him on the line, yeah.
Oh, shit. This show is too crazy.
It is, man.
Somebody needs to pick us up.
Yeah.
All right, David's not going to answer.
Yeah.
He was viewing earlier.
Was he?
Oh.
Nope.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
He straight denied us. He's like, oh,
well, you know what?
Man.
Normally we have him towards the end of the show.
All right.
Oh, and you know what? I called him from the show number, so he's used to me calling him from
calling from your number, brother.
Yeah.
Hey, David, back. If you're out there,
Dave, if
drop
you're
a
listening,
message.
brother, your
He'll
segment's up.
Anyways, let's move on to this next story real quick. So marriage. When do you think is a prime age to get married? Anybody?
Never.
Never.
I would say 25 through 30, maybe, or
25 to 30.
Yeah, man.
When your soul is
I mean,
nice
I was
and
after.
rich.
I think I was either 30 or close to 30. Whatever.
Yeah.
But you would think, you know.
Well, I think 25 and above. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if you're like 30 or something like that.
What about 100
Jesus.
and 103?
What?
Yes.
They're banging, man, at that
So
age.
he's 100. She's about to turn
I know
103.
I've used this numerous times today, but what? Like, that deserved a what? Like,
So yeah, newlyweds John and Phyllis Cook are celebrating their new lives together at their Ohio senior living facility.
Jesus, in Ohio.
Yes, John is a World War II veteran who just turned 100, and
Wow.
Phyllis will turn
Thank
103
you for your service,
on
sir.
August 8th.
She's a cougar.
She
Longevity
is a cougar.
runs in Phyllis Cook's family. Her mother lived to be 106.
Damn.
The couple went to the courthouse to get their marriage license last week and found out they could get married on the spot.
And they were like, yo, we gotta, that's because they rush married him, because, like, you guys could fucking die tomorrow. Like, we have to hurry up and get you guys married because this cannot wait no longer. You guys are like 106 and 100 and whatever. You guys are gonna
100
die.
and 103.
103 and 106, right?
No, 100 and 103.
Oh, 100 and 103. So they were just rushing it, dude. They're like, yo, we gotta put a rush on this shit. They seen their birth certificates and were like, yo, these motherfuckers should be in the grave already.
I think the family just wanted to get
Yeah.
rid of the responsibility. Yeah, go ahead and take her. We don't
Yeah.
want to deal with this anymore.
Well, they're
At
both in a
103, you know?
nursing home.
In a nursing home, yeah.
They said it wasn't the plan, but you
I
know,
wonder how many STDs they got.
Jesus Christ, dude. It wasn't the plan, but they got there and they said, "Oh, we can marry you here." He said, "Good, let's get it over with."
Allison says, why not? You got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Hey, dude,
that's
she's
true.
only marrying you because you're about to pass away.
Yeah.
And she wants all your shit.
And both of them were married twice before.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, they basically spend their days together, enjoying meals, sitting in the sun, and zipping down the halls of the Kingston residence of Sylvania in their mobility scooters.
And swapping medication.
But they also give each other space.
You want my Xanax today, baby?
Yeah. They said, what we do, we both keep both of our apartments. He's upstairs and I'm down. And they plan to keep busy and enjoy their time together.
Yeah, I'm sure they're keeping busy. Baby, let me get behind you on that walker.
That's hilarious.
Brings a whole new meaning to
Here's
the word
a
bingo.
picture of them for you guys. They actually don't look a day over 97. I don't know what they're feeding them in that. Obviously, they're vegans. Let's just say that.
Yeah, no shit. To live to 106, they ain't eating no meat, no cows.
Yep.
Viagra's taking years off of his life.
Exactly.
Jesus, Viagra. There's a secret, guys.
Look at that smile.
You want a hard dick and bubble gum, and you want to stay living long, take Viagra. There we go. That's another sponsor.
There you go. This moment brought to you by Viagra.
Yeah.
Viagra.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, these are all of our sponsors.
It's now available in generic form. So ask your pharmacist.
Oh, shit.
All right, let's see if that's working. I don't know.
That is a crazy story, man.
It is, man. I
103 and 101.
Yeah.
Wow.
103 and 100. She was the older one, so she's a cougar.
Oh, she is a cougar. She said, she's like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna get me a young boy.
Hey, hold on 1 second. All right, so we got David on the line.
Yeah.
What's going on, David?
Hey guys, what's up?
Hey, nothing.
There it is.
Hey, did you not answer because you didn't recognize the first number?
No, actually, I'm getting a new fridge delivered right now, and I had my phone away from me. And
Ah.
I back to it, and I was like, oh. crap.
Oh, you were just listening to the story about the 103 and 101-year-old guy.
Yes, it got me off.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Gotcha.
That was a pretty intriguing story.
Rubbing together.
See, he's always busy. He's always getting to work.
He is getting to work.
And that's why we enjoy David on this segment, Get to Work. We're going to do the intro for that now.
The best.
Get to work.
All right. What do you have for us today, David?
Thank you guys for having me on as usual. I got something that a lot of people have been bringing to my attention. I've had a lot of people change careers, change jobs, and they're like, how should I properly quit a job? I've had a lot of people ask me that. Well, what's the right and wrong way to do it? So I put together a couple tips. If you are in the process of changing careers or you're not sure what you should do when you leave your old company, and I think these will benefit folks because unfortunately in today's day and age, people don't do these things anymore. So starting right off, first and foremost, make sure you have an offer or letter of employment, intent to hire letter, something in black and white from your new gaming company stating that they're bringing you on. I cannot stress that enough. How many people were like, oh, I had a good interview, so I quit my old job. And then the gaming job's like, oh, we're not hiring you. And then they're without an income, without a job, just because they jump to conclusions. Don't do that.
Gotcha.
Don't do that. Cannot stress that enough. So number two, make sure you have successfully passed any pre-screening, your background, your UA, same thing. Some companies will say, hey, you're hired pending your screening, meaning we've got you the offer, and as long as you pass them, you're good. I've had some people come running right back to me. Oh, I got to take that job back because I know I'm not going to pass this UA. Why in the hell did you apply for it? So cannot stress that enough, man. Make sure you got your pre-screenings done, okay?
Yeah.
This one sounds a little bit different, maybe in a more professional setting, but know the guidelines of your employment. If you know that your employer will let you honor a 2-week notice, offer them a 2-week notice. Whether they do it or not, just offer, be professional.
Yeah.
Some companies, like I'm in a sales-related field, they won't give you a 2 week. You can give them a 2-week notice, but they're going to turn you right on that. That day.
I do want to mention something. Like you said, the sales thing. In my company, a guy was actually with our company, and he actually gave a 5-week notice. Like, hey, yeah. But he also, or a 4-week notice. I'm sorry, gave him like a 4-week notice. But also when he was hired there, he also told the company like, hey, because he was like out of college and stuff like that, and this was like his first big job. and we've had a couple turnovers because in the office because these were their first jobs out of college, and they had told the company like, hey, look, I'm gonna give you like 5 years, and then I'm gonna explore other things, so the guy did that, left on good terms. He gave like a 4-week notice, like, hey, I'm gonna, and he traveled across the United States interviewing for new jobs, but he gave our company the leadway and said, look, 4 weeks, man, I gotta leave, and I gotta stretch my wings and see what I can do. So,
and I think that's awesome, dude. And I don't even know the guy, but I would say he's probably in great standing with your company, even if he ever wanted to
for
come back,
sure.
because
He was even just at our 4th of July picnic. He's been gone from the company for about a couple weeks now, and he was still like, the owner was like, this dude's like a son to me, and he was even still invited to all the company functions and stuff, and still came and showed his face. And when you give a company like leadway, and you respect them, and you do give them that time and let them know that, hey, listen, I do have other things that I'm trying to do. I mean, they respect you for that. They do.
I mean,
absolutely.
Even like my company, right? I let them know about the show and stuff, and there's sometimes I'm on call on the weekend.
Yep, exactly. Yeah.
And I tell them like, hey, look, between certain hours Sunday, I can't take an on call. And they said, just that's fine. Just get to it when you can.
Yep, exactly. That's awesome. Yeah.
But as long as you tell people, usually, and you talk to them, most of the time they're pretty cool about it. It's just when you do stuff and you don't let them know.
Exactly.
Because then, if they call them like, well, he did say he wasn't going to be available for a couple hours, just let the patient know, like he will get back to them soon. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So,
it sounds crazy, but we swing that word around, communicate, like it's a sword in battle, but people don't realize that it really is that important.
It is.
People are so afraid to let people down or be professional nowadays that just a simple phone call in advance to say, hey, here's where I'm sitting, this is what it's looking like, could keep you in positive standing with a Fortune 500 company just by placing a call. You don't need to wait till the last minute to rush things. So, Jay, you brought up a great point. I'm glad you said that, because that's just how it is. People are like, well, things didn't work out with my new job, and I went back to my old job, and they won't take me back. Yeah, because you probably shit on them when you left.
Yeah,
exactly.
You burnt bridges when you should have just been respectful and said, hey, look, I'm trying to, I'm trying to research some other options, and you always got to do what's best for you, but you also don't ever want to burn any bridges in the process.
Well, yeah, you never know when you're going to need to go back there.
Exactly.
There's been times that I've went back to past employers.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. I have too.
Yeah, me too.
Hey, David, Tommy Parker had a question I thought was pretty pertinent to this. He says, Tommy Parker says, as I look forward to retirement, what's the proper see you later letter?
I prefer in-person conversations versus handwritten, although handwritten is perfectly acceptable in the business world. Just anything, talking to your immediate supervisor, you could cushy the line and say, hey, I'm moving on to the next phase of my career, which is retirement. I appreciate all the valued time. If you need me on a part-time basis, if you're willing to do something like that, I think that always goes a long way. And, the thing about employers is you might put it in writing that that's what you're willing to do, but they may never need you for it. It's just the fact that you offered it, right? Just to say, hey, if you need, 10 hours a week, 20 hours a week, I'm here. Give me a call. I'm happy to consult with you. Something to that effect. They'll probably never use it, but just the fact that you end on good terms always goes a long way. So that is a great question. I also one that he put about how much time on an advance notice. The standard is 2 weeks. Jay brought up a good point about a gentleman doing 5 weeks. We're just more professional positions, and obviously the more notice you give. Like my wife, a nurse manager, she gave a 30-day notice for her employer. They let her honor all of those 30 days. They were really understaffed. You got to get a feel for your company and know where they're currently at as far as being low-manned, or if your replacement's kind of 1 foot in the door, then you don't need to give so much specific. The standard 2 week works all the way across the table for everybody.
Yeah,
That's cool. Good job, because Tommy followed up with how much advance notice, and you addressed that. So
yeah. It's
awesome.
like 2 to 30 days. 2 weeks to 30 days, I would say.
Yeah, I would say that too.
Like
Usually,
you said, like
I mean,
if it's a high end, like really high end position,
yeah,
you definitely, like he said, you definitely want to give like 4 weeks. At least so they can fill that role. Yeah,
because
it's an important role.
Well, I mean, if you're quitting McDonald's,
2 weeks.
2 weeks is just fine. But if you're a CEO,
CEO,
you should probably write a resignation letter and give them a couple months to find somebody.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because that's an important position. Opposed to like being
guys a 90-day notice so you can find another burger for free.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, because I know it's going to be really hard to find somebody that can flip burgers as well as I can.
Who can push that metal
and
grill down.
I will personally train them before I leave.
Yeah, 90 days. Opposed to like Microsoft, where you're like freaking like just.
So, question for you, David.
Sure.
What do you think our ideal sponsor would be on the show?
Yeah. Here we go. We've been talking about sponsors all day.
Yeah.
I know. A good point. Go ahead and go with ConAgra, go hard or go home. I think that's a great test slogan, Snyder, if you're listening.
Oh man, what happened?
See, this is the problem. It's either the quality is really good, but I have to do a million things to keep it like that, or I have this with the crappy service. Yeah.
Oh wow, we lost him.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's
good too. We were having some interaction, man.
Hey, listen,
He'll be right
we're growing, everyone. We are growing, and we are getting better.
Yeah, some are growers and some are showers. We are a grower.
If you've seen the studio when we first started,
I know,
to what it is now, like we are growing.
Yeah, no, that's fine. All right, what were you saying? I'm sorry, David.
No, you guys are fine. I was just saying, like, you got to treat jobs, careers like a relationship. The shittier you ended on your end, of course you're going to get a crazy extra stalk you around or not be able to do anything for you.
Yeah.
You got to end it positively on a mutual note and say, listen, all the time I gave you, I respect the guy. Now I'm moving on with the next steps. And if you put that way, most employers will say, hey, we appreciate that. You want a bigger picture? We can't provide it right now. I've known so many people who have left the company earlier in their career, went out and got more experience, more education, more you call it, and then they come right back to that company in a much better position, so happy.
Yeah,
I cannot
for sure.
express that enough. So don't burn those bridges.
I don't think you heard my question because it was cutting out before. I was saying, so who do you think our sponsor should be for the show? Like if we were... Go ahead.
Definitely Viagra.
Viagra.
That on a t-shirt.
Definitely.
Keep it hard, brother.
Yeah. Hashtag keep it epic.
Hashtag keep it epic.
Right?
What's
go
that?
Hard or go home.
Yeah, go hard.
Go hard. Hashtag go hard or go home.
Yep.
Hashtag keep it hard. Hashtag keep it epic.
Yeah, there you go.
Hashtag no bubblegum wieners around here.
Bubblegum, baby. Hard dick and bubblegum, baby.
I want mine to say. I want one that says on a t-shirt, 4 hours ain't nothing.
We got to make t-shirts like that. Hard dick and bubblegum.
Mine's going to say 4 hours ain't nothing, baby.
Yeah.
4 hours ain't shit. You're going to need 2 Viagra pills to listen to the Epic Radio Show.
Jesus. Why would they take Viagra to watch our show? Jay?
Because they got to keep it hard, brother.
Jesus. Like, ain't nothing soft on the Epic Radio Show. Not even dicks.
Not even dicks.
This is what I have to deal with. This is why we'll never be on the actual radio.
He deals with children.
Yeah.
Those side deviations and conversations turned into be some of the best and funniest shit imaginable, though. So you gotta let them switch off.
No, I know. I'm just playing. I don't care. You know me.
Hell yeah.
Shoot, anybody that really knows me knows I'm the most offensive person ever.
This guy has no room to talk about anything.
I know, dude. No,
he makes jokes about like just the most random shit ever in life.
I do.
Epic, yeah.
I mean, it's funny because like I'll even play video games, and I like talk to these like 10 and 12-year-olds and stuff.
Like, fuck you, bitch.
Like I hope you trip and fall into a puddle of AIDS, you fucking worthless prick. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is the funniest. David, that is the funniest shit ever. When I see these grown ass men on Xbox or PlayStation just talking shit to these little 12-year-olds.
I'm like, oh really? I don't. It's like, I'm sorry, I don't have a job, Billy. I'm sorry that my mom don't pay my fucking way, Billy. I'm sorry that I can only play this game 3 hours a day because my wife is on my fucking back.
4 hours a day. Little Billy.
It's like, I got 4 kids, Billy. What the fuck do you have?
Man, I got my Xbox and I ain't got to do shit, and I got my juice box sitting right next to me.
I don't want to hear shit.
You gotta go in on them 12-year-olds and let them know.
Actually, you got to put them 12-year-olds in their place.
Actually, my wife is never on the back.
You got to say, I'll punch you in your face.
What's that?
All right. Their first knockout.
What's that?
They got to experience that first knockout.
Yeah, for sure.
Unfortunately, yeah, unfortunately, it's got to be by a grown-ass man.
I know. Hey, they're going to experience it out in the world. They might as well do it on the video game.
You're like, yo, man, you beat me in Tekken? Fuck you. Bam.
All right, but thank you, David.
Well, I've got a couple things. I'll finish out here with you. Another tip. You know, if you like the company that you're working for, always offer them the counter offer to you. Okay, you know, if you've got a letter in hand from your gaming company, listen, I like it here, but the reason why I looked around is because the pay is just not there. If they're willing to match what this company is, you know, maybe I'll stay around or maybe I'll consider a future here. Always offer them. Now, most companies won't do a counter, and then I'm going to be honest with you, most companies that wouldn't give you what you needed before you had to leave aren't going to be a long-term solution anyway, but always offer them. You know, hey, I like it here. I want to go anywhere. I know this position. Is there anything you're willing to counter offer to keep me here? And some companies will pull out all the stuff to keep you.
It really all depends on the worker, I think.
I will say this. My last review, they gave me a raise that I was really not happy about. And I was really just distraught about it. And I was like, man, you know, like, I'm going unnoticed. And then this last review, just on the 3rd, you know, my one buddy was telling me, because we talk within the ownership and everything, and he was like, yo, man, just stick it out.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's going to be okay on the next review. Just stick it out. And that's what they told me, too. They're like, look, we're giving you this raise, but listen, come your next, and we get like reviews we get 2 reviews a year. And they're like, the next one, and this next one I went in there, and my production even slipped, man. I'm not even gonna lie, like the past few months. And my production slipped, and they knew it, but they know what I'm capable of. So they even said, they're like, listen, we know what you're capable of, and we noticed that your production slipped and your morale has slipped, but we're still gonna give you what we feel that you deserve. And it was an enormous raise, man. Like they like
nice.
It was big. And then even
so dinner's on you tonight, huh?
I was planning on buying lunch. Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's a celebration, bitches.
And like the owner had a company meeting, and he was like, you guys listen to me, man. Like, you guys think you're unappreciated. Because a lot of that was going around through all the foremen and everything. Like, everyone's morale was just, like, depleted. And we're all just like, these guys don't appreciate what we do. When you're on the road and you're working and you have all this extra work that you're doing, being on the road and having to accommodate for booking hotels and travel stuff and you know, just, you know, meeting with clients and doing there's a lot of stuff that goes into the position. And a lot of us were just feeling like, really, like, dude, you guys don't appreciate us enough. The per diem was like garbage. There was nothing. But you know what? The owner, this past meeting we had, stepped up and said, listen, man, if you guys don't think I appreciate you guys, you're wrong, and this is what I'm gonna do. And he fixed a lot of things, and you know, it does sometimes take everyone to speak up. One voice is not enough, but you know, one voice is not gonna be enough. But when you got a crowd and you got a group of guys that stick together and say, yo, this is something that is bothering us and we need it fixed, it can get changed within the company. And that's what happened. And a lot of us are, I think, actually right now happy with how the reviews went and how everything is going now. So
yeah,
that's good.
That's pretty long-winded, but we got your point, buddy.
Oh, thank you. I was just trying to get all that out there.
No, I know. I'm just playing.
No, dude, and that's most important. You know, he said a lot of things in regards to trusting his employer. You know what I mean? Knowing his own worth and being patient. Sometimes it does take that little bit of patience, but people don't do that anymore. They're not waiting to sit there and wait for the things that eventually came this day. You know, everybody's not willing to do that. But you know, the best part is the ones who are willing to do it.
Yeah.
Sure, people come and go in your company, Jay. You stuck around and you got the money.
Oh yeah, man. I seen tons of people come and go, man. Tons of guys come and go. Tons of them. But no, there's a quote of the day.
Tons of guys come and go.
Come and go. I seen tons of guys come and go.
you whore.
These guys turn everything into like some sexual ass nasty shit.
I guess that's what happens when you stick it out there, Jay.
You guys are fucking assholes, man.
All right. Was that all for us, David? Yes.
Well, that's it. That's all I got.
Dude, you give some great insight on the workforce, man. Keep it up, brother.
I only choose the best for the show.
He's awesome, man. He gives a lot of good information.
And everything else is going okay, David?
Yeah, man, everything is fantastic. If you guys have those questions, please don't hesitate to submit them.
Yep.
I will get them answered for you. As I get a big bulk of people asking me the same type of questions, those are the ones I love to address with you guys. But if you got any things that are bugging you and nagging you at work, what's the best way to do this? Where can I get information here? I'm happy to help. Just give you some information. Yeah,
and if you guys have any questions for David, all you have to do is email him at gettowork@theepicradioshow.com. And I will make sure that he gets it. All right. Thank you so much, David.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yep. No problem.
Take it easy.
Yep. So we're going to go right into crazy news. So I'm going to do just straight intro and go right into it.
Hell yeah.
When crazy shit happens, the Epic Radio Show will be there to report and shit. It's time for crazy news.
All right.
Best damn intro.
We got Chris Keller doing crazy news today.
Here we go. Let's try this out.
Filling in for Ashley, man. Big shoes, big shoes.
Man,
so let's see.
It is big shoes.
Yeah. So
she's the pro at it, bro.
She owns this shit.
You better not mess this segment up, or else we're jumping you, dude.
All right. So this may be my last time here in the Epic Studios. Because I'm really counting on blowing this all to hell, man. So
no, you're fine.
All right, so
what are you blowing?
Oh, now it's my turn.
Hard dick and bubble gum, huh?
Hard dick and bubble gum, brother. Blowing hard dick and bubble gum.
Jesus. What was that?
That was a sloppy sound.
That was like a gargling turkey.
Oh, wait, hard dick and bubble gum, like.
Okay.
All right, so our lead story is toddler accidentally buys $430 couch on Amazon while playing with phone, mom says.
Yeah, right.
It's like, yeah, that's it. There you go. Blame your kids. California mother is warning others. This is a warning, a public service announcement. Lock down their Amazon accounts after her 2-year-old daughter purchased a $430 sofa on through her shopping app. Get some taste. Buy something that's worthwhile.
You guys buying or denying?
Yeah. So
this reminds me of when
buying or denying. Did
Olivia accidentally bought a pay-per-view, and I think it was called Big Bouncing Titties Volume 4.
Oh yeah. I think you bought that shit.
No, I did not. So Ashley called me. I'm at work, she calls me and says, yeah, so you're gonna have to call the cable company. And I'm like, why? Because Olivia accidentally bought Big Bouncing Titties Volume 4.
Are you sure Ashley didn't buy that shit?
She said she was in the other room and then she heard some weird stuff coming from the TV. So she went around the corner and she's not even, Olivia's not even watching it. She's like playing around and like she's just got like these bitches up on the screen.
Like bouncing titties. Hey.
Epic, you guys got to work with these kids. You don't watch the 4th series until you've watched 1, 2, and 3.
Exactly.
Right?
You don't start from the 4th.
Right.
Yes.
So that's how you know that you guys didn't, as adults, you didn't purchase it.
Right.
Yeah, so we
obviously
put a block on there.
You don't start at like Batman 4.
Yeah.
You gotta go to the first one, right?
Yeah. Definitely.
So obviously Olivia bought Bouncing Titties.
She's just cutting to the good shit. That's what it is.
What it is.
Like, she's not looking for the prequels. You know?
I'm sure the production quality on the first 2 wasn't there.
She's like, Teletubbies.
They probably got their shit together by 4.
Teletubbies, fuck that shit.
Hey, man,
I'm going to Bouncing Titties, Volume 4.
Those Teletubbies got some nice big butts, though, man.
Jesus Chris, what the hell? Oh
the whole cosplay thing.
You do know those are men, right? Jesus.
No, I didn't get that close to know that, though, Jay. Thanks.
He did.
Apparently.
Oh, my God.
A tubby wubby, huh?
Hell yeah, Teletubby. That's why they call them Teletubbies.
Tubbies, that's right.
Teletuggies.
Teletuggies, yeah.
I always blame my kids, though, still to this day, for my porn purchases, so...
Yeah.
Oh, let's see what else on here. So Isabella McNeil recently looked at couches on Amazon and apparently didn't close the app. So she was shocked. She basically goes on to blame her child for the entire event. They didn't know until days later when she received the notification that the couch had shipped.
I know what this is. This is getting one past the husband.
Obviously she was not a Prime member. Because
you would have had same-day service.
Yeah, you would have had 2 days and it would have been there and be like, where the fuck did this couch come from?
Oh, damn, I got a couch? No, this bitch knew her daughter didn't order that shit. She's blaming it on the kid because her husband. So she's trying to pull a fast one on her husband, I think.
I would agree with you on this.
Yeah, I would assume so too.
Like, our daughter ordered this brand new couch, I
don't know. I mean,
I don't know. When you order something online, you always get an immediate email. Not one, but 2.
And then you and then you also get like, are you sure you want to like?
Well, she'd have to go into the app, find a couch, buy it, save it to the cart. Go to the cart,
exactly.
Pay for.
Oh my God!
Figure out what credit card you're putting it on.
If anyone has ever been on Amazon Prime,
it's like a 6 or 7 step process.
Bullshit, bitch! You ordered the
You know
couch.
what? No, they do have the one-click. They do have the one-click buy now.
Well, do they?
They do. I forgot about that.
Oh shit! Well,
so you could go on a couch. So she'd have to open the app, find something. And then one-click buy, and then it would do it.
Yeah, but a little...
But that's still like 3 or 4 steps there.
Yeah, like, dude, she went to the fucking website and just was like, oh, a couch. Bloop, bloop. Come on. Bitch, you just didn't want to tell your husband that you wanted a new couch.
What's up?
It's like
what are you doing?
Popping in real quick.
It's like, fuck your couch, nigga. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that.
Shit.
And Jay, her daughter's 2.
That was a Dave Chappelle reference, by the way.
2 years old her daughter is.
Yeah, right?
She went through all those steps at 2. That's crazy, incredible. That's crazy news. That's what that is, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy news.
That's crazy news.
I did not mean to say that N-word, by the way. I mean, it wasn't...
No. Yeah. I was outside with the kids. I wasn't even watching it.
So. I was doing a Dave Chappelle reference.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I feel so bad right now.
No, why don't you squeeze in? We'll get 2. You can hit some crazy news with us.
No, I'll let you do crazy news.
Oh, man.
Ashley's here.
She is. So, well, she goes on, this Isabella McNeil, to say that she has a lesson learned, and that was to make sure to close your Amazon app. Which, again, that's...
So that was just open on our phone. Like, bitch.
No, you fucking ordered the couch.
You know, first rule of having a cell phone.
You had Rick James come in there with your old couch and with his dirty ass boots and kicking your couch.
Yeah, I want to See, I didn't.
All right, good.
Toddler purchase, was this on Amazon?
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense because there's that one-click purchase.
That's what I said. But
So yeah, this
It
makes
doesn't
sense.
make sense.
Yes, it does. Have you
you
been on
still have-
Amazon?
You still
Do you
yes,
shop
I-
on? Do you
yes,
shop on
I-
Amazon?
Yes, I do.
You've never seen the one-click option.
How do you think I ordered all the?
Well, then what
shit?
the fuck are you sitting there saying it's not possible then?
Because it's not possible
For a 2-year-old?
For a
For a 2-year-old?
Yes,
For a 2-year-old?
Our 2-year-old daughter ordered porn.
I think
That
we
was
should
just
do
mentioned.
an
Hell no,
experiment.
you ordered the porn.
I didn't fucking order. I was
Yes,
in the
you did.
kitchen, motherfucker.
I think we should do an experiment,
you were
videotape it.
You were missing Epic, and you ordered
No, he
Big
was
Titties
no,
Volume
no,
3.
No, not that much.
what was it? Do you
You never
remember?
have big titties. Why would this
That's right.
come into play?
I know. What are you trying to say? I'm so fat. I got titties now.
Well, yes, we both got to that stage in our
I
lives.
don't have titties.
where we have titties.
I don't need
Is
it.
that what you're
I
saying?
don't need
I ordered
an
big
A cup.
titties because
I'm just
Tommy has
joking.
such
We don't
big
have
titties.
titties.
That makes no sense. I would have ordered something with cocks in it, not titties. That makes no sense.
Not in this day and age.
What was
Women
the
like
title?
titties.
Do you remember?
Women like
Hey.
titties.
I like titties.
I
I do.
see many women on Pornhub liking
But Jay's
titties.
point is
She would have
valid.
ordered Cocks and.
If I missed Tommy,
no,
I
she
would
would
have
have
ordered
Cocks and Chickens Volume 6.
Cocks and chickens. The fuck are you talking about? Cocks and chickens?
A cock is a fucking.
Chicken?
You don't get it?
No fucking
You don't get the joke?
understand.
David Franks
I'm
commented,
refusing to get the joke.
David
I
Franks
am
commented
shutting you
one-click
down.
handies.
One
Ew.
click handy.
That's gross. It's all gross.
All right.
Anyway,
Oh, somebody wanted to know what would be the comment to the cable company. How do you explain this to the cable company?
I know, it was so
Yeah,
embarrassing.
how did that go
You're like, my
about?
daughter accidentally, and they're like, yo,
I
we're
know.
they're like, we're
Yeah.
calling.
it was funny.
Hey,
They
they're
were
like, we're calling child services.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, buddy, sure.
They call
Your
child
daughter
services.
ordered
Your daughter,
big titties.
yeah, big
Plus he
titties
calls
volume.
you daddy.
Okay. They're
Yeah,
like,
okay.
you're just trying to get out of some shit. That's what they
And he's like, yeah, I don't know.
I was pretty close to the title, wasn't I? It was something like that.
Yeah, I can't remember. I wish I had the text still from when I
I think
texted
I
it to
remember
you.
you texting me about that.
I was like,
though.
oh, Olivia ordered.
I think you were like telling me about that
There,
one.
it was a 2 though, so it was so good they had to make a part 2.
Part 2.
Oh,
It was
two.
so good,
It was
yes.
volume two.
How the hell do they make part 2s?
I don't know, but like they did it.
Larry the Cable Guy. Porn,
Because they
part
left so
2.
much at the end that wasn't answered in the first one.
Yeah.
To be
Like,
continued.
A lot of cliffhangers.
Did they do anal? Did they do this? Or like,
You're asking too many questions
yeah, what's
that
going
we
on?
can't answer.
What's going on?
All right. Let's move on to the second one.
I just
here.
got one thing to say to that whole segment.
Just one, though,
What?
right, Jay?
What?
It's got to be.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Jesus. Ew, gross.
Jesus.
I came down at the wrong time. This is gross.
I don't think there was a good
This
time.
is what
Jay.
happened when you
There
get a
was
bunch
never
of guys
a good
in a room.
time.
What the hell, real
Melt in your
fast.
mouth, not in your ass, cock boy.
Jay, stop it.
All right. So story number 2 here. Millionaire will pay
Damn,
you.
we're just on 2.
Yeah, we're just on 2.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Literally. This is my whole life.
Millionaire will pay you £5,000 to go to a festival with him and help put up his tent. Now, sexual
kind of
insert
tent?
sexual reference now.
Jesus, what the hell kind of tent is he putting
I don't know, but he wants you to pitch a
He
tent around
needs
him. I don't
help
know.
pitching his tent. That's right.
Bro, I can just by the last story, I can tell this one is pitching his tent, literally like pitching his tent.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
I think you're not too far off the mark
You're
there.
correct.
So it says
Oh
if you
my
love
God.
attending
A hand
music
job,
festivals but can't afford the expensive
Oh,
entry
shit.
fees,
It went away.
there it goes. It came back just like.
Okay.
We might have the perfect solution for you. There's a millionaire on the hunt who needs someone to help him with a very normal
Yeah.
festival experience this summer, blending in with those with less cash while still enjoying luxuries.
God.
So yeah, so he needs you to be his festival boy. So an unmanned name wants to hire a festival concierge
You better
who will
contact
assist
me.
him with basics such as buying camping supplies, packing, and putting up
A
the
tent.
tent.
If you know what I'm saying.
Is it literally like
No, putting up a tent. Seriously.
putting up
Like
a
a
real
tent.
tent?
Like a
Okay, I
tent.
thought it meant like jerking them off
I mean, that could be like a
Under
little
the
bonus
sheets.
thing. We don't know.
under the sheets, and then the tent
Yeah.
just goes.
Mhm.
You know, we don't know. We don't know.
Do you have experience with that, Jay? You know a lot about
I
it.
do. I know how to pitch a tent.
All kinds of tents, I bet.
Yeah, he's seen guys come and go all the time.
Yes. I loved this. That was so great. I wanted to be down here doing that.
That was hilarious.
That was the best. I was like, holy shit, Jay. I bet you fucking have.
Jay, do you go back and read the comments by chance? You might want to today.
You might want to see how you sound and see what you're putting out there. What things you're giving out. So you might be getting some dudes hitting you up.
Hey, Jay Val, you want to
see a couple more dudes?
Hey, Jay Val, you want to come pitch my tent?
We should just buy him a handy shirt. So
I should, right? We should make show shirts
His are
that are
free,
like
though.
quoted from like past shows.
Yeah.
We have to do that. We have to
that's
start
kind of what the $5 handy shirt was.
That was somehow
We
so
have to have,
popular
like,
for
oh
whatever
my God.
reason.
Yeah.
Speaking of shirts, I want to give a
Very
shout out
interesting.
real quick.
Sure.
Can you see this?
No,
So-
hold on 1 second.
Hold on.
Let me get you there. Okay.
So this shirt, can you see it?
Yep.
Pretty much.
Danger Mayfield. I gotta give a shout out to my boy Mark Mel. Actually, oh, he's awesome, man. He seen this shirt at one of these festivals he goes to, and he actually I don't know if did you see it at all?
Yeah.
Okay. He actually thought of me. He called me up like, yo, dude, there's some cool ass shirts here. He's like, do you want one? And he sent me a picture of this Baker Mayfield one. And I was like, hell yeah, grab me one. So Mark Mel, thank you so much. Giving a shout out to you, brother, for grabbing me the shirt. And thank you so much, man. So for keeping me in your thoughts and all that stuff, man. And
Like, are you dying? Like,
yeah, right.
keeping you in your thoughts and prayers.
Oh my God.
Well, that's a great segue, Death, going into the last story of crazy
Yeah.
news.
Yeah,
Okay.
crazy news.
Let's,
all right.
let's segue on the death note. Indian man, 20 years old, wakes up at his own funeral after being pronounced dead by
And his
doctors.
balls are detached from his system.
Where did that come
That's what I'm
from?
saying. Why are you stuck on balls? So, like, what is going on here?
I mean,
Didn't you? Jeez.
So the picture headline quote says, according to reports, Mohammed Farquan, 20, was declared dead by Indian medical professionals Monday.
how
Just how
professional were they?
Because India has like the best fucking medical system ever.
So I'm gonna go through the story and read it chronologically for a minute because it makes a whole lot more sense.
He's only in a damn coma, but
Yeah, well, that's what happened.
He's sleeping, but he's dead. Oh shit!
He was in a
pronounce
coma.
him dead.
God damn it, Jay. Let him talk.
Go ahead, Jay. Ramble on, buddy. We're good. So,
Oh my goodness.
Go ahead.
basically, this cat was in a coma for like 6 months at a so-called private hospital
Yeah.
in
So-called private.
India. And the family ran out of money and said, hey, we can't afford this anymore. And so the hospital
gotta cut him
says,
off.
basically, no problem. We declare that he's dead.
Oh shit!
This dude's dead now.
now. Great medical.
And people complained about Obamacare.
I know, right?
The dude dead. Sorry.
So
He
they
dead now.
declared him dead. Yeah. So now they proceed with the funeral. He's sitting on the slab at the funeral.
Being all dead.
When it says, this is a quote from his brother. It says, devastated. We were preparing for a burial when some of us saw movement in his limbs. We immediately took him to the hospital where the doctor said, he's alive.
Dun, dun, dun.
Jesus.
And they put him on a
Miraculously.
ventilator. But who knows who's paying for it?
Yeah.
We don't know. It's not the family.
Hell no, it's not the fucking.
He might not be
country.
along for very long. I don't know.
So it's like, what is it? The Dominican Republic, you're dying, and India,
Yeah.
you're dying, but maybe they're not really dying in the Dominican Republic.
Dominican Republic is supposed to be over like alcohol.
Cray cray. This shit's cray.
Yep.
So I have to read something not related to the story.
Okay.
David said Jay should get a custom shirt. On the front it says playing with balls, and on the back I see a lot of dudes coming and going. And I had to read that because David's a genius.
Yeah,
Thank you,
would
David.
sell out.
We
Yes.
gotta get those shirts,
Yes.
man, for sure. Yes.
You're a genius, David. That's
Yes,
why we love
That is
you.
hilarious.
Awesome. Yes. We have to get those shirts
Yeah.
made.
I'll work on that maybe tonight.
Yes.
That's funny. But yes, the
see a
dude.
lot of
suddenly-
guys
the thing
going
is,
and
and when I
going.
go to funerals a lot, I didn't think this was gonna get this much of a reaction out of you two.
That's funny though. That's
good.
awesome. That's like a
Oh, wow.
classic.
That
That's
was-
gotta be a shirt, man.
Yeah.
That's like, yeah, dude. That's awesome.
So the dude, you know, coming back to life basically, or not being dead to begin with.
He's not dead.
I've been to so many funerals where I'd see, you know, like, you know, people and I feel like they're moving. I'm like, oh, they're just gonna sit right up. They're just gonna sit up.
Oh,
Then they
yeah.
never do, obviously. But
Like,
Because
imagine
it
going
scares the shit out of me. I'm like,
go to see like your
No.
grandma had passed away.
yes, my grandma was one of them.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden her pinky moves and shit.
I'm like, oh shit, grandma. No, that was my imagination.
Yeah,
Never mind.
yeah.
Never mind.
The mushrooms
Wasn't
are
me.
kicking in.
Yep,
The
just it
mushrooms.
wasn't. Mm-hmm.
That is crazy. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I feel like the family would be like, we gotta take him to the hospital. If I had done that every single time I saw some type of movement or I thought I did,
yeah,
I'd be taking a lot of dead people to the hospital for them just to be like, no, they're dead. Like, they're super dead. You know what I'm saying? They're super fucking dead.
Oh hell no, they're gone.
They dead. They're
They
like
are
deader than dead.
gone.
And I mean, I hate talking about that in that way because it's my family I'm talking about, my grandma, my grandpa,
Yeah.
stuff. But like shit like that would scare me, and me and my cousins would be like, "Oh my god, are you? They're just gonna sit up. We're just expecting him to sit up every time. Nope, no sitting up."
Maybe you need music for that to happen.
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe if I played the right type of music, it
I
would
think
like
that-
da-da-da-da.
I was thinking more of the Jack in the Box. I
I didn't have that readily available. Oh, there they went. I want someone to do that at my funeral.
Play the Jack in the Box.
Yeah, so then like just spring me up, even if I'm dead, just pop me up anyway, and then be like, "Oh shit, is she alive?" And then like, no, she's not alive. She's just really dead.
It's just spring loaded.
Like just put a spring in my fucking casket. Is that cool with you? If you put a spring in my casket?
Put that spring in the casket.
Put the spring in the casket.
Put the spring in the casket.
That's just how I want to roll.
That would be hilarious.
It would be, wouldn't it?
Yep.
I feel like that would be a good way to go.
Okay, so that was crazy news, guys.
Woohoo! See, Chris did a very good job.
Oh,
Yes.
thanks, guys.
He didn't like cuss any of you guys out for interrupting him
I
17
know.
fucking
Well, that's what we're
thousand
supposed to do. We're supposed to talk about this stuff, you know?
Yeah.
But,
Bounce
you
some
know,
stuff.
I'd understand if you wanted to cuss him out, though. I do.
I'll do it in the driveway later.
So
Over, like, back up. Oops, sorry,
we're
guys.
going to go on break. When we get back, we're going to be playing with some balls with Jay Val as he watches guys come and go.
That's the lead into that from now on.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
And and then we're going to talk about cockroaches.
Ooh, cockroaches.
Yeah.
Man, we're going from playing with balls to fucking cockroaches. Stay tuned.
Balls and cocks, right?
Balls and
Balls and
cocks.
cocks.
All right, so keep it locked right here on the Epic Radio Show. We shall return.
Maybe not.
get cameras in here and shit. Like more
like the cameras we actually have.
We do have
all
cameras.
the cameras.
But no,
Yeah.
more cameras, and then like you can like listen on during the break. Like we have like
Well, we could always do that during the break. We could always have one of us do that. Yeah,
because we just were talking about some funny ass shit.
He's basically just saying I look like a crack whore, and it's
No,
like, oh,
I did
that's
not.
cool. Thank
I did
you.
not say she looks like a crack whore.
All right, hold on one second.
I said I was.
I don't have to be in the camera. I really
I
don't.
said I'm a crack
But
whore.
here, scoot over.
I
We're
don't have
good.
to be in the camera shot.
Here, hold on.
Change your
No,
res-
I don't.
Yeah,
Let me just fix that real quick. We
Oh,
weren't
shit.
You're
planning
kind of like
on-
behind a pillar.
Oh
we go.
shit! A limp dick mic.
I do. My
What?
mic is just like
It doesn't-
not
It just
excited.
folded down like.
Oh my god.
There it goes.
You don't want me to touch it because I'll knock
It
it
was
off.
like a penis. It just went.
Jay, what is your obsession with penis,
Whiskey.
and balls, and dicks,
It was
and
a
cocks?
it was a whiskey.
Talking
penis.
about what he knows.
A whiskey penis. It
Talk
just
about what
went-
he likes.
Hey, do me a favor, Jay.
Yeah.
Can you
yeah.
move your camera slightly up? Up.
Up,
There.
There
Slightly down.
down,
Oh, Jesus.
up and down.
Here we
you know,
go.
There we go.
up and down.
Bam! I'm perfect.
No, one more.
One more fucking down. One more little click now.
One
He's
more
gonna
little
get it.
There you go.
clickety clack.
Man,
Perfect.
you don't understand people how
Your
little of the
your
clicks.
hair.
My hair. I gotta
was
have
out.
that.
It
I
was
have
not
the-
in the shot all
I
the
gotta
way.
hair
have the, I
wasn't
gotta
in the
have the
shot.
hair in the shot.
That's the most important part of his whole.
Dude,
his
this
whole
is
look.
like what makes me me. Is this fucking?
No, what makes you is the playing with the dot, like the cocks and the balls.
Oh yeah, because
That's
I'm
really-
such like
that's-
a fag. I'm like, ooh.
Well,
What?
your segment. I didn't say you were a fag.
You just said
Shit.
playing with cocks.
You play with cocks and balls. That's
who
what
else,
we've been
who else
talking about
plays
this whole
with cocks
show.
if they're
You
straight?
play with cocks.
I mean,
roosters, what the
I'm
fuck?
very straight, by the way.
You could be.
They
In
fucking
case
play
anyone
with
was
me.
questioning it.
Listen.
Yeah, in case anybody was. Yeah.
Listen, Epic,
He's scared now. His sexuality is
No.
threatened because he had to go there and say, "Hey,
fuck this,
I'm
man.
straight.
Listen,
I'm straight. I've been putting that out there. If there's any doubt, I'm
Epic came to me. Epic came to me one day and was like, "Dude, do you care if we call your segment playing with balls? It will fit the show
It's
so
so
well."
funny, and it's so funny.
And I'm like, I thought about. I said, "Give me a day to think about it." And I'm like, I finally was like, "All right, man, let's do it."
This
And
is
now I
He's
just get
regretting
harassed
it.
like, "Oh, you play with balls all the time." Like,
He did
All
that.
the time.
He
Funny,
did that so
though.
he could call you out on it. Like,
it
you play
is
with balls
funny,
all the
but
time, bro.
it's funny for you guys, but not
It's
me.
hilarious.
You
You
laugh.
were just calling me a crack whore. You were just saying I look like a crack whore. So
She
come
does
on
not
now.
look like a crack whore.
Well, Tommy says she does, and you were saying that's what I look like. I'm taking this offensively.
What are you
Like a
talking
crack
about? Me?
whore.
What did you bring me into this?
Because you said like she doesn't look like her. She looks like a crack whore.
Wait a
That's
minute.
what you said.
Wait. He said, when do you bring him? You're the fucking host of the show, bro. You're just involved in everything.
I
And
guess
you were
so,
bitching
yeah.
about me earlier because I'm
you
always on your
like
fucking
plan
back.
everything, so of course
So-
you're involved in fucking everything.
I guess. All right,
Allison
whatever.
said if you have to declare that,
Thanks, Allison.
Oh
See,
my
I
gosh.
just leave everybody questioning. Do I like dick? Do I not? I don't know. We'll never know.
But that's
Just
there's nothing
'cause I-
wrong with that in this day and age
Right.
for a woman. You know what I
There-
mean? In this
There's
day and
nothing
age.
wrong with that. With a,
Yeah.
if
I
Jay
guess-
likes
I
both,
guess-
there's no problem either.
Well, that's true too. In
I
this
guess
day and
I-
age,
I guess I-
Yeah.
it's
Listen.
okay, Jay, if you like to play with balls in
It's
this day
cool.
and age.
Even if it's
He
just
does not
your
like
own.
It's
I
accepting
do
of
not
our
play with
society
balls.
today,
Tommy
Jay.
does. Tommy plays with balls.
Listen, just because I have gay man's hair, okay, doesn't mean
there is not gay
I'm
man's
gay.
hair.
Oh my goodness. All right.
This is silly.
Speaking of playing with balls,
This is
we're going
silly.
to get right into it.
let's rock this shit. I cannot see the TV.
I don't know what's going on. Like,
I don't know
I
either.
only see like a small portion of you. It's like you're just.
Why? What's
He's all
going
up in
on?
the camera.
Dude, I'm like not fucking. You gotta
I don't
move,
know. I
Gotta
gotta figure that
minimize that little square on the. Fucking...
No, maximize it.
Maximize the square.
it's only getting a small portion.
Oh, so what
of
you're
you.
saying is I look like that baby app, like when
Yes.
you put your.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
okay.
exactly what he's saying.
I should be
You,
like,
you basically only see this up.
Yep.
But
That's
if
what
you
he's
go,
saying.
but if you put the camera down, it cuts off the top. So I'll have to fix that.
yeah, we'll have to fix it. Son of a
It's
bitch.
fine now.
Anyways, so in sports today here on the Epic Radio Show, I will discuss Major League Baseball, NFL, and the NBA has huge waves across the league. So Major League Baseball, we're going to start with the All-Star Week in Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah, baby.
If you guys need something to do this coming week, Monday is going to be the Home Run Derby in Cleveland, Ohio at Progressive Field. And then Tuesday is going to be All-Star Game in Cleveland, Ohio. Finally, they chose us to be the destination for the All-Star Game again, which has been years and years. Last time they chose us, I do believe, was in the 90s. And it's a very festive type atmosphere. If you guys got family, kids, you definitely want to go check that out. All-Star Week in Cleveland, Ohio. It is it's amazing. They have a bunch of outside activities going on. They got a lot of stuff going on down there. This is a huge thing for the city of Cleveland. And if you want to partake in it, you definitely want to go down there and go to the Home Run Derby, go to some outside activities with your kids, stuff like that. That's the great news right now in the Major League Baseball. The sad news right now that I have for Cleveland Indians fans right now to report is Carlos Carrasco, one of our great starting pitchers, has just announced that he's been battling leukemia. And it's really sad. He's been a great contributor to the starting lineup for years, and I just want to wish him well on everything, because it's very sad to hear that this guy is he's put a lot into being a Cleveland Indian and doing what he going out there every day and just trying to be the best ball player, best pitcher he can be. And just hearing, it's heartbreaking to hear that he is battling leukemia. So I want thoughts and prayers to go out to Carlos Carrasco, battling leukemia. So anyways, the Indians, though, I got to give a shout out to Larry, our guy that's on the show. He did tell me when the Indians were 10 games out to not what's going on?
Nothing.
What am I doing? Do I look
You're
goofy?
not doing anything.
Okay.
No, it's nothing.
Okay, so I want to give a shout out to Larry because
Larry.
When I said the Indians were 10 games out and I'm like, oh, this shit's over. He's like, he called in, he's like, yo, dude, I'm riding with the Tribe. And which I am. Epic's got the Tribe hat on. And dude, from 10 games down, they're now 6.5 games out.
Buddy.
And they are catching up. So listen, there's a lot of baseball left, and the Indians could actually catch up to the Twins and win the division.
Now, didn't you just last week say they were out of the game, though, man?
I did, listen.
And I said, hey, hang in there, that there's a lot left.
Yes, you and Larry both got on my ass about it, okay? So listen.
I mean, we're not going to the World Series, but we should definitely see some posts.
When I'm wrong, and I'll admit it.
You can actually move your camera down a little bit now.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, I think we got some postseason play in us,
Yeah, for sure. Dude, they really are they really are starting to pick it up. And you know what? Anyone that's an Indians fan knows, like, the first half of the season before the All-Star game, they fucking suck.
That's Cleveland.
Yes,
general,
that's Cleveland.
Man.
Yeah.
And then the second half, they miraculously just start hammering shit.
Hammering.
So 6.5 games away from the Twins. We might be able to catch them. But
Yeah, buddy.
I think so, man. I think
Hammering.
We'll stick in there.
Had to say it one more time.
If anything, at least we can get that wild.
I hate you so much right now.
Jesus. What?
Not you, Jay. I'll hate you right now.
At least we can get that wild card game. But yeah, there we go. So next, moving on to the NFL. These guys are cracking their ass up. Get it? Cracking their ass up. Jesus, only on the Epic Radio
Oh
show.
yeah, only on the
So,
show. for
anyways,
real.
next NFL. I got some things to say about. There was an article that came out.
That came out.
Yeah. It was an article that came out that stated the top quarterbacks.
Jay, the article came out. Is this when you want to come out?
Oh my god.
I mean, we can just take a moment, Jay, if we need to.
He's like, listen, fuck you. just shut up.
No, we're good.
All right.
All right. So, anyways, what were we saying?
I'm
All
sorry.
right, so
All right. Try not
so
to
here we
cry.
go. So
We got a
anyways, Bernard Pollard, there an ex NFL player, Bernard Pollard.
Dang.
Pollard.
What a name.
Okay, so listen. Oh, he was a good player.
Is this NFL?
NFL, yes,
Okay.
sir. So listen, there was a poll that came out that ranked the top quarterbacks of all time, and Tom Brady was number one. He does have 6 rings, but Bernard Pollard came out and voiced his opinion and said, "Listen,
They put a ring on it 6 times.
but listen, he came out and said, listen, Tom Brady is a system quarterback. He was successful because of the system and he was in. And then he said, Peyton Manning was the damn system. So he said Peyton Manning, even though he only won 2 Super Bowls over Tom Brady's 6, because of the way Peyton Manning played the game and controlled it, Peyton Manning should be that number 1 guy. I want to get your guys' take on that. Like, who do you think? You think Tom Brady, because he has 6 rings, should be number 1? Or do you think Peyton Manning, because the way Peyton Manning was you've seen what happened. Tom Brady, if you look at it, Tom Brady went down with an injury, and he had backups step in, and they still went to the playoffs. You've seen Peyton Manning go down for the Colts, and they lost every game.
Yeah.
And then they got the first pick and got Andrew Luck. So, like, what do you guys
They
think?
got the luck of the draw.
Yeah, the luck of the draw, right? So who do you guys think? I want to get your guys' take on that. Who do you think's better, Peyton Manning or Tom Brady?
I already told you who my favorite quarterback is.
Who is
Deion
it?
Sanders.
Deion Sanders, which is a cornerback, not a quarterback.
A quail, what?
Doesn't matter. That's what makes him so good.
I'm confused.
Deion Sanders, with no question, is the undoubted, hands down best corner that ever
I
played
also
the
told
game.
you.
There's a cornerback? What
Listen
the
to me.
fuck is
Corner,
that?
yeah.
Listen, it's a cornerback.
I know, but what the fuck?
He covers the receivers. Listen, Deion Sanders is so wrong
This is why I
that
watch
he
sports.
was on the
You live in Cleveland,
49ers.
you should know this.
He was on the 49ers. They won the Super
Just
Bowl.
don't know.
Yeah.
The next year, he went
know
to the
nothing about
Dallas
that.
Cowboys.
And they won the Super
the
Bowl.
Super Bowl
Mhm.
because that guy was that damn good.
Mhm.
Deion Sanders is a monster.
What's up?
Allison said Aaron Rodgers gets my vote.
It's a
Aaron Rodgers.
cheesehead.
Sorry, Allison. He does not get. He is the greatest athletic quarterback to play the game. But as far as anything else, I can't put Aaron Rodgers in the discussion.
What does that even mean? Like,
Because the
what,
guy, like, listen, Aaron Rodgers can do it all, man.
Yeah, he's pretty versatile.
so why wouldn't he be in the rankings of being the
He
top?
won 1 Super Bowl and he's not. But listen,
That doesn't mean
listen,
anything.
Listen,
Look at
Yeah,
look
Jay.
at
He's third. He's third on my list. Third on my
But
list.
what I will say though is there's been a lot of players, even
Green
in
Bay-
NFL or
listen.
NBA. I mean, that they were great players, but they had a shitty team.
Hey, and that's where I'm.
You know what I mean?
That's
Well, the
why
NBA is based around that,
That's
man.
why I'm gonna tell you this. Green Bay has never given Aaron Rodgers weapons. Never. And I will say, Aaron Rodgers could.
1 year.
Huh?
He had a team 1 year with him, I think.
1
The year
year,
they
yeah.
took
Like a
it.
bat or
Yeah, when he had still
Steel
Greg
chair.
Jennings and
ladder.
those guys. But
Weapon.
listen, Aaron Rodgers will undoubtedly. He could be the best quarterback of all time.
Yeah.
He really can. He has the tools, the weapons, and he's got to get more win. But listen, it goes to what you said about being on a bad team. That franchise has never given Aaron Rodgers any weapons. I will give it skill set wise. Aaron Rodgers, hand down, hands down, is the best
Yeah,
quarterback.
because he can put it in any pocket.
Man,
you know what I mean?
This guy has.
It's just the receivers are not catching him.
Oh yeah, that. Yeah.
I mean,
So
if you
Aaron
put it right in
you're
their chest, and they're just like, "Whoopsie!"
Yeah,
you know, like what the fuck?
Allison is right, Aaron Rodgers, but you guys do
Yeah.
understand who's going to be the best quarterback of all time.
Tom Brady. Damn,
Baker
dude, oh my-
Mayfield, baby.
It's too soon to tell that, though.
Dude, I'm telling you, that guy.
It's too soon. I
telling you,
agree
man.
that he's had a great start.
He has
and he
got
has a
that-
promising career.
He's got
but
that
it's
moxie,
too soon
bro.
to
He's
put
got
him in that conversation.
I know,
now.
it is.
I
That's
agree
way
with
too
you,
soon.
Epic. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
It's too
gun shy here in Cleveland, man.
Yeah.
He is not
Too
gun
many
shy.
quarterbacks.
Do you know Baker Mayfield had the top deep pass
No,
rating
we get
last year?
that. We get that.
Right.
No, we understand
He
it.
ain't
I'm not.
He's Brett Favre 2.0, man.
But this
He
is the
could
thing.
be.
In Cleveland, we've seen people who have done great things on occasion, but
Yes.
they can't. We have a hard time
This
getting
guy-
somebody to do great
yeah.
things for a
I'm just
period
saying
of
you
time
can't
over
go
and
by
over.
somebody's first year. Anyways,
Listen,
there's
though.
been a lot of first year great
Listen,
players.
Coaching
that
change.
completely.
Listen. I'm gonna tell you guys, Epic's gonna be begging me for us to go to Browns games this year. I'm telling you, Odell Beckham, man, our
I know,
offense is
I agree.
loaded.
No, I understand that. What I'm saying though,
I know,
is
it's his
hard.
first year.
It's
I got
hard,
you,
and he
I
only
got you.
played half a season, so it's very
Well, he
hard
played
to.
75% of the season.
Well, there you go. But there's still just too much
History. Cleveland history.
Well, not
I
only that,
gotcha.
but I mean, all
Where-
these people that you're talking about, we're talking about them at the end of their careers. What do they do as a whole?
Yeah, I got
He
you.
doesn't
No, I
have
got
the
you.
experience.
I'm
He
just
doesn't have
really-
the many.
I'm really
no, I
excited.
understand that.
He's got the attitude that, like, dude, he was a two-time walk-on at two
Yeah.
different big-time schools.
Yeah.
The kid won a Heisman being a walk-on, and this guy has a damn chip on his shoulder that I think is bigger than.
That's cool.
dude,
There's a lot of cocky. I mean, look at what's his face that's facing rape charges now. He used to be one of your favorite players. He's not a quarterback, I don't think.
No, you're talking about the guy that just got sentenced to prison. Kevin Winslow.
Kevin. Yeah. That was your dude back in the day.
He just got sent. Dude, that dude was a fucking monster. He was. And if he didn't mess his career up by riding a damn motorcycle and tearing his damn knee up, the dude would have been a Hall of Famer. And then you go out raping women, but whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell's going on with
he's
I'm just saying he's a little. He's always been. What was that thing that he did?
Dude, like in college, he blew a dude up. Like he literally at the Miami U, he fucking was in a game. And out of nowhere, blindside, he just boom, blocked the dude. And like, listen, in the locker room.
Didn't finish that sentence, and all we heard was he's in college.
Boom!
No, listen. In his interview, he laid a dude out. Listen.
I can't.
In his interview,
Oh
they
my
were
God.
asking him about it, and he said,
Oh my God.
He said, listen, in his interview, he said, fuck them motherfuckers, man. I'm a soldier.
Yeah.
We're out to kill each other. Like, dude, you knew this dude was a psycho in college.
My God, dude.
So when the Browns drafted him, they knew they were getting like some psychotic ass dude. But he was a beast, though, man. I loved that guy.
Yeah.
He blew that dude like a beast.
He was a beast. Anyways, finishing up the NFL.
Finishing it
Only
up.
on the Epic Radio Show, by the way.
Yeah.
Go ahead and finish,
On the
Jay.
Epic Radio
Finishing up the NFL, because we still got NBA to get to real quick. Otto Graham.
Yeah, those are great.
Otto Graham was ranked 5th all time on the quarterback list, and that dude was in an era where Jim Brown just ran the ball like a madman.
Yeah.
If you could, Otto Graham was a legit beast at quarterback.
But Brown was at the end of Graham's career.
Yeah,
Otto Graham had a career
let me
much
ask you,
longer than that.
Was it Otto Graham or who served in the war and then came back and played?
Boy, you got me with that one. I wouldn't be surprised though.
Might have been Otto Graham. I think Otto Graham.
He was a badass, man.
Dude, yeah, Otto
Kicked
Graham was a
barefooted,
badass.
in Cleveland in the winter.
Hey, I just read
That's
up on.
insane.
Hey, I just read up on Jim Thorpe last night.
Thorpe.
Canton native.
Yeah,
Canton, Ohio.
He literally was a beast. Like the dude was in the Olympics, and he was such a beast that the other competitors were so intimidated by him, they stole his damn shoes. that he couldn't do the Olympics. And back in those days when Jim Thorpe was around, like the Olympics, you performed in more, like now it's like you're a swimmer or you're a this and that, like you're in one sport. Back in those days with Jim Thorpe, you performed in multiple sports. And they stole his shoes, and the dude still he found shoes in the trash can. Like holy shoes, and he still whipped their ass.
It's crazy because Autogram, I'm just reading this.
Go ahead.
Between 1946 and 1955, they were in the championships every year.
Every year.
Oh, and he won 7 of them.
This is the damn problem with the NFL. Like, I'm tired of this shit where people are like, oh, the Browns were so... Dude, the Browns used to fucking dominate the NFL, dude.
And he did serve in World War II and then
World War
came
II.
back to play.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Listen, man, the Browns, just because we won championships, you guys changed the shit to the Super Bowl. Now it's called the Super Bowl, but we don't
and he actually played basketball too, and won a championship there
Jim
too.
Thorpe,
really? Otto Graham played ball, huh? Baseball.
Actually, what happened was he went to war, came back, and actually played for a basketball team and won a championship
in Cleveland.
No,
Jim Thorpe's in the Hall of Fame for basketball and NFL.
Rochester Royals of the National Basketball League.
Canton Bulldogs. Jim Thorpe played for.
Yeah, Thorpe was a beast, man.
Thorpe was a monster.
He did everything. He did like
that dude did everything.
Everything.
Bro.
But you know that he ended up taking his gold medals from him from the Olympics eventually too. It's a great story. It's because he was black. You know,
really?
No, he was Indian, Native American.
He is Native American.
He's
You're
Native
absolutely
American,
right.
yeah.
But I don't know if they identified him that way or not. I don't remember.
Yeah, well, that's
but maybe they
crap.
took his medals regardless.
That dude was a beast.
Yeah, he was African American or Native American.
Yeah, that dude was a beast, man. Jim Thorpe, man, rest his soul. He was a like. If you ever get a chance, guys, look up Jim Thorpe. The story. This guy was. He played
there
for
a movie?
He played for the. There's some documentaries and stuff, but he played for the Cleveland Indians, the Canton Bulldogs. The dude was a monster, dude.
Awesome.
He's awesome. Anyway, so Otto Graham, 5th all-time best quarterback, because Otto Graham deserves it, man. Otto Graham was a monster. Moving on to the NBA, we're gonna get real quick through this, but news with free agency, because we all know Toronto won the
the draft pick, yeah.
Well, no, they won the finals, NBA finals against Golden State. Anyways, KD and Kyrie Irving both went to the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah,
who are a growing team.
Yeah, they are.
Growing, developing team.
They lost D'Angelo Russell. The Warriors actually traded and got D'Angelo Russell, which is that's a huge move. But now they got Kyrie Irving to replace D'Angelo, so that actually makes them better.
Yeah.
And then KD's out KD's out the whole year.
Oh, they're saying the whole year now.
Yeah, he's out the whole year.
I was going to say
Achilles tear.
Yeah. And who knows if he'll come back the same.
He's not, listen to me, like an ACL, he would come back. Achilles. You see DeMarcus Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins tore his Achilles. Yeah. He was the number 1 or 2 best center in the league. Unstoppable. Yeah. He was on gold. He was on Golden State this past year. Looked like a shell of himself.
Yeah, he's spent.
Shell of a man.
When you get an Achilles tear, they say that's the worst injury to come back from.
It took Achilles down.
Yeah, it did, right? It did, right? The God, man.
Yeah.
The God. He took him down. So of course.
Well, no, he wasn't a god.
Well, he wasn't a god, but
shut your face.
He was one of the greatest warriors of his time.
He was.
Yeah.
Yep. And then that's what happened. He ended up getting that cut. And
folks,
then
he could be cut. He
was done.
Probably fake.
That was his weakness.
They probably made that shit up somehow.
Yep.
Anyways.
Thus why it's
the biggest news.
Mythology.
The biggest news of the NBA. Kawhi Leonard was gonna go. He was in talks with LeBron and the Lakers and Magic Johnson. All of a sudden, he doesn't go to the Lakers, and everyone thought he was going back to Toronto.
Yep.
So Toronto, I want to say, cherish your one championship because that's the last one you're gonna have. Anyways, because Kawhi Leonard has opted to go to Los Angeles, his hometown, and he's going to the Clippers because they pulled off a new, crazy trade.
Yeah.
They pulled off a trade with Oklahoma City that brought Paul George to the Clippers, and now they have Kawhi Leonard said, look, you got to get me another superstar there, or I can't sign with you guys. I can't commit. Well, guess what? The Clippers went out and traded 4 number-1 picks, a couple players, and they got Paul George from the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yep.
And then Kawhi says, yep, I'm coming. Yep. And he came. And now the cool thing is
I knew you were
both Los Angeles teams share an arena.
Yep.
So now the cool thing about it is it's going to be Kawhi Leonard and Paul George versus LeBron James and Anthony Davis in the Staples Center.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome. And listen, it's been so one-sided for years in the NBA. Golden State Warriors were just this monster team that can take out anyone. Now the talent is being spread out again, and I am excited. I am actually excited. Yes, I'm actually excited again for NBA season next year because now you have all these different pieces everywhere. And it's going to be fun to watch now. Yeah. Because you got Kyrie and KD over on the East.
It's not going to be the same people going to the finals.
And the Warriors might get their ass whooped in the first round next year. Yeah. So I'm excited. I'm excited. No, I am, because it was so boring to watch basketball for the past few seasons. It was the Golden State Warriors and Cavs, which I love the Cavs, but it was like the same 2 teams.
I know.
Every damn year.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we had to go through that with the Laker dynasty, though.
Yeah, Kobe.
You know, and then Celtics.
Hey, guess what, though?
Yeah.
Well, Celtics are done now.
LeBron shouldn't have left. Well, the Celtics just signed, oh, man. Celtics just got somebody. Oh,
hey, let me ask you, what do you think about George going there to the Clippers? Is he done? Do you think he's past his prime, or do you think he's going to be relevant?
No way.
Because in my opinion, he's run kind of hot and cold. Some teams he's gone to and he just didn't produce, and other teams he's gone to and he showed he still has it. What do you think, that's right or not right?
That's right. Yeah. Listen, so the Celtics lost Kyrie Irving.
Yep.
But they also just signed Kemba Walker. So Kemba Walker is not quite Kyrie Irving, but he's still on that level. Yeah. So the Celtics didn't really, but they lost Al Horford, which was a big piece for them to lose. So yeah, the Celtics in the East, as they look right now, maybe number 5, I'd say, as far as rankings next year.
Yeah.
Because you got Jimmy Butler left Philadelphia, which he shouldn't have, for Miami. He should have stayed there because Philly was 1 game away from going to NBA Finals. And now he goes to Miami Heat, that you're not even going to contend next year. But now what was your question? It was about
about Paul George going to the Clippers. Yeah.
Listen.
Do you think he's relevant still in the NBA or no?
Oh heck yeah, man. Yeah.
Because he's had some seasons where he's been places.
Up and down.
Right.
Paul. Well, you know why? Because Paul George, when he was with Indiana, he was ball dominant.
Right.
He was a passer too. Yeah,
it seems like he plays better on teams that are not as player rich.
Here's the problem. I'm going to tell you one reason why he dropped off when he went to Oklahoma. Russell Westbrook. That's it. That's all I got to say. Russell Westbrook is the biggest ball hog I've ever seen in the NBA. Nobody.
All the balls.
Dude, did you know Paul George actually went to the Oklahoma City Thunder management and was like, can you please trade me to the Clippers? Like, it was like it was already like a movement going on. He doesn't want to, no one wants to play with Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
Nobody does. He's a ball hog. The dude wants to, he wants to just.
What sound was that?
I don't know. Look at Russell Westbrook's, like his video clips.
I can't.
Yeah.
The dude is he's a ball hog. Yeah. Nobody wants to play with him. That's why Kevin Durant was like, yo, dude, I'm out of here. Yeah, I'm like, I'm out of here, bro. Like, dude, you're not the best, and his level of play has dropped significantly.
Damn ball hogs.
So, like, you're playing with Russell Westbrook, and the dude is, like, trying to ball hog, and you're like, dude, give me the damn ball.
Give me the damn ball,
it's called playing with balls with J Val, and you're not giving me the ball. Anyways,
ball, bitch.
that's sports on the Epic Radio Show. I love you guys.
Sports time. Woo woo.
Yeah.
All right. And we're moving from that to cockroaches.
Ooh,
and
playing with balls to cocks. Roaches.
So cockroach superbugs becoming near impossible to kill.
Superbugs.
Yes.
Don't let Marvel know about this. Right?
And the ongoing evolutionary arms race between hardy cockroach pest and the human creating poisons to kill them looks like the roaches may be winning.
Damn it.
German cockroaches,
fucking German
small,
cockroaches.
swift, prolific insects that live only around people, are quickly evolving resistance to a range of pesticides.
Crazy.
At the same time, it may soon be nearly impossible to kill with chemicals alone.
I can't even.
You know why?
Past this shit right
They're
now.
used to that Hitler gas.
Oh snap! You just said that.
See, and the thing is, right?
Oh snap!
Now, if the Germans weren't so focused on Jews back then, and they were worried about killing the cockroaches, we wouldn't be in this mess.
They should have been worried about the damn cockroaches.
Stop being such haters
That's a
and kill the
great
roaches.
marketing idea. German exterminators service, you know?
Thank God.
We'll gas the shit out of those bugs, huh?
Listen,
We'll fuck them up.
get to the chopper.
That is some marketing right there, man.
Anyways,
But amazing and terrible at the same time.
Exterminators typically rely on different classes of toxic chemicals to eliminate roaches. If the insects happen to be resistant to one class, they'll usually succumb to another. However, researchers recently discovered that German roaches are developing cross-resistance to a range of insecticides.
Why though?
Which means that roaches' offspring are born already impervious to
fucking
toxins
horrifying.
that
I
they
hate this.
haven't directly encountered.
Terrible.
That's some bullshit
I don't
right
want
there,
this.
man.
I don't want none of that.
These motherfuckers will come up here like
and this sometimes
family.
takes place within a single generation.
Terrible.
Wow.
Yes.
Terrible.
They're taking over the world.
Don't want that.
Basically, they are baffled. They have no idea why
Ew,
this is
that's
happening.
disgusting. What is that?
They're baffled.
You gotta start shooting them
This is
motherfuckers
a
with
glob of
AKs.
insecticide.
Gotta start shooting them with
Yeah.
AKs, bro.
That's gross.
It's the only way.
Like, well, honestly, it's to the point, man. I was reading into roaches, man.
Yeah.
So, like, a single roach can lay 16 eggs.
Ew,
It
nasty
takes them
motherfuckers.
6 months to become sexually able to produce.
Ew.
But you can have an infestation of, like, I think it's 500,000 in about 8 months.
Yeah, wow.
Terrifying.
Ew, dude. Oh,
you know what,
roaches
you-
are so
Yeah.
nasty
What
looking.
about, have you
got
read
a
about how
picture of
long they
them
can
on there?
live without their heads?
Just look
Have
at
you ever
them,
read
people.
that?
No.
Fucking
They can live
gross.
for days without their head. You
Wow.
can cut the head off a
That's
What,
cockroach.
disgusting.
roaches can?
Yeah, you can cut the head off a cockroach and it'll live for days.
I'm gonna set them on fire.
How?
I don't know how.
Stomp on them motherfuckers.
I'm gonna set
Just
them on
read
fire.
the shit.
Are they like? Do they have a thing that they just can't? They don't get cut on fire anymore.
That's so disgusting.
Fucking set them on fire.
I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk about
Set them on
cockroaches. I
fire.
want to
Just
eat
be like,
lunch.
you're on fire. Gonna die now.
Well, see, this is the thing, too.
Yeah.
They claim that they're the only ones to survive a nuclear holocaust.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think that's true because they technically can't live without humans.
Right.
They thrive on humans being nasty, and that's how they live.
Oh.
And
Hey,
they
so-
also can't live in cold places.
So remember, I had an apartment one time, and
Yeah.
my shit was clean.
Yeah.
But why the fuck did I have roaches?
Sometimes there's people who have them in their house
Like
and they kind of
downstairs?
travel.
Yeah,
They
it could
travel.
be downstairs.
That's probably,
yeah.
yeah, that's what it was.
They travel
Yeah, that's
a lot.
disgusting.
And also they can get into your clothes or whatever. So if you go to like a place, you stay the night somewhere and they have roaches and you don't realize it.
Yeah, because I used to be like, how the fuck do I
yeah.
have roaches? I'm like, I don't even have. I have
Yeah,
like,
but they're
one
very
couch, a
sneaky.
TV.
Oh, and also another thing too is their eggs are very sticky.
Ooh.
So if you happen to step on one, it could actually travel with you on the bottom of your shoe, and then when they hatch, you'll have roaches
Those
in your
are-
house.
Just set them on fire.
We have to find a
Sticky
way.
eggs.
What
Fire.
purpose do cockroaches play in our evolution?
They don't.
Let's
Set 'em
just.
on fucking
We
fire.
have to
That's
try
it.
to. That's our new plan. Get
in
rid of
fact,
the fucking cockroaches.
roaches and mosquitoes are two things that could literally
Fuck
be
mosquitoes
eliminated,
too.
and
Yeah.
they wouldn't have any effect on
Why
the
are
ecosystem.
these spiders
no.
just
Yeah.
fucking eating all these fucking bugs that are unnecessary?
Yeah.
Get
Yeah,
on
and
it,
those are the
spiders.
hardest things to get rid of too.
Yeah.
We
Fucking
could,
mosquitoes and
These fucking
cockroaches.
spiders need to start eating all these goddamn unnecessary bugs.
And they both them two and I basically rats are like the three leading
disease carriers.
disease
huh?
carriers.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, fuck all of them.
And
I hate all
bats,
of
I
them.
think.
That's disgusting.
Bats don't bother
Why don't
me.
we
I
get
don't
like
come in
the
contact.
Asians to make like food out of these roaches? I mean, they can use everything else. You
Well,
know?
see, the thing
we got
is-
millions of
Dude,
Asians
I
on
eat
eating
Chinese
roaches.
restaurant food all the time. Stop that. That's
Stop that.
disgusting.
Stop that.
If you got sweet and sour on it, you'll be fine, Jay.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier.
Like I
Just
said,
throw some sweet and sour sauce
Some
on that
sweet and
shit.
sour
The
sauce
fucking
on that
spiders.
shit.
Because spiders eat all these
Throw
fucking
some sweet and
bugs.
sour
They need to
sauce on
fucking
that
eat these
bitch.
bugs.
Jesus.
We need to make more spiders that eat these bugs.
I don't like spiders, so
I don't like spiders, but I'd rather
no.
a spider
I'd rather
eating
the
all the
spiders
fucking
though,
bugs
because the spiders
than
don't really.
fucking cockroaches and
They don't-
mosquitoes.
I mean, as long as they're not poisonous,
Yeah.
I'm afraid of them. If I see them, I don't like them.
Yeah.
But I don't go out of my way to kill them.
I try to let them outside.
Now, fucking centipedes though.
Fuck
Oh, those
centipedes.
things are ugly.
Fuck
fuck them.
centipedes.
Fuck
I always make
centipedes.
her kill them.
Immediately.
I was in a home,
Centipedes
hey,
are
I was in
fucking
a
Like a
home.
slinky with
I
legs.
was shopping in a
Terrifying.
Home Depot.
Well, centipedes actually eat a lot of pests in your house too. They actually eat roaches.
Oh, good. Then let them. They can
Fuck
crawl all
centipedes.
over.
I don't want
But they're
them.
so
I don't want none of that.
creepy.
Fuck
They're
that.
like the most creepiest
Yeah,
crawler. Fucking.
it's
I
all
know.
the it's
But kids
because
don't
there's so
like
many
legs,
legs.
man.
Yeah.
That's cool. Your
No.
kids didn't play with caterpillar.
Fuck no.
They're like slinkies with legs. I'm
Fuck
telling
that.
you.
They like my kids like potato.
Wait,
bugs.
what's a slinky with legs?
That's it.
a centipede.
Centipede.
Ugh,
Ugh.
dude, what the fuck would you
Like
play with?
ew. No.
My,
Yeah.
my sister used to play with like weird shit when she was a kid.
That's like I said. My kids like potato bugs. That's it.
Potato bug, same
Well,
thing. dude.
potato
bugs
bugs
are
are like the
adorable.
coolest. When you're a kid, potato bugs are so cool.
They're
You're
so
like,
they're so cute and small
yeah,
and like
they
they
just
roll
curl up in a ball and they're
Yep.
like, get the fuck away from me.
Leave me alone.
the
Did
kids-
anybody comment
And you're just flicking.
to win?
No, I not that I saw.
I didn't see anything.
No.
They're just.
Well, I'll give you
flicking
one
that
last
shit.
chance before we get
Now
off the
let's
air.
stop talking about bugs. Ugh.
What's your favorite comedian? Comment below and you could win 2
Who?
free tickets to this comedy show.
Who's
It's
your favorite?
Thursday, July 11th
Day after
at
my
8
birthday.
p.m.
Yeah, did you talk
Yeah.
about my birthday yet, you motherfucker?
No,
Fuck
I have
you,
not.
Did
Oh,
not.
fuck that birthday.
Her birthday
you,
is
Jay.
Wednesday.
July 10th.
That's right.
In case,
So happy
you know.
birthday.
Happy birthday to
Happy
me.
birthday.
I was going to get to that,
You
by the
were
way.
getting this shit.
I
Lying liar.
was. Before I got off the air, I was going to say it.
He's lying.
Whatever. I didn't forget.
You only remember because I said it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thanks, Jay.
You're welcome.
That's all I'm gonna get from Jay. He's gonna
but yeah,
forget on my birthday.
yeah.
Or he's gonna be sleeping all day.
All you do is comment your favorite comedian. Winners will be chosen at random within
random.
48 hours. So comment your favorite comedian,
Do
win
it.
2 free tickets.
Do it.
And that is the show, guys.
That's the show,
Aw,
yo.
that's it.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, we've been here for
guys,
like
don't
2.5
cry.
hours.
75
We're just
hours.
getting started. It felt like.
Yeah. Make sure you follow us on the social medias. Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. You can check out the show, previous episodes on YouTube and the epicradioshow.com. We
Radio
have
show.
shirts and different
Thanks,
merchandise
Allison.
for sale. For sale.
For
That's what it is.
sale.
Yeah.
For sale.
For show.
All you have to
shale,
do
for
is
shale.
go to our website, click on the picture, or you can go to etsy.com/The Epic Radio Show.
Yes.
That's the show. Anybody got anything?
Yeah.
Before we go?
It's so sad that we gotta go.
Why is there a
Yeah.
puppy? Oh, there's a baby.
All right. Well,
We have a
thank you
baby in the
guys.
beginning of the show. Why not at the end?
Thank you guys for joining us today on your Sunday morning and afternoon. We will see you next week. Our guest next week will be Gloria Shia, and she is the host of Talkback. It's a podcast. She's a lot more political than we are, obviously, but
Oh, this
But
is
it's gonna be
that's gonna be
it's gonna be
a good
fun.
time.
It's gonna be different. So thank you guys again, and we will see you next week. And as always, make life epic.
Bye.
Share.
Peace.
Like.
Dear Mr. President, there are too many states nowadays. Please eliminate 3. I am not a crackpot.
Oh, wow, that was terrible.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Go!
That's my only real motivation, is not to be hassled. That and the fear of losing my job, but you know, Bob, that'll only make someone work just hard enough not to get fired.
And I'm sorry, we're out of time. Bye.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Please leave this office.
Do we get any sort of souvenir?
Get out of my office!
Oh my God, it feels so good. Oh yeah. Oh, slow down. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Who's your daddy?
That's all, folks.